Oh my God, hello. I am Dillin, or Superdillin, and I am here in the Forged studio visiting some of my friends today. We are going to play Starfinder. We're going to do a little one-shot, a little adventure that I've cooked up for my friends here. Just as a note, not everybody here is super experienced with Starfinder. We don't have to talk about whether or not I am. I don't want anybody to have any judgments about my Starfinder rules applications. But I have been joined by some lovely people from the Dwarven Forge studio today. Can everybody just say who you are and what character you're playing?
Hello, I'm Casey. I'm playing Jaddy today, who is
Jaddy?
Yes, Jaddy. Who is a Vesk Vanguard cultist.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler.
I am Tyler, and I am playing Dremmy, Yosoki Solarian, who is also a bouncer.
Hell yeah. Sick.
All right, I'm Hamster. I'm playing
Hamster?
Nexon 2. I'm playing a hamster. It's a gerbil, actually. Clearly a gerbil.
A gerbil named hamster?
Yeah. I'm playing Nexon 2, an android biotechnician biohacker.
Oh,
Big nerd. Big nerd. Love
Whoa,
science.
a lot of science.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of science.
Heard a lot of
in
bio.
so
A little
many
too
ways.
much. Once I was like, what do my abilities look like? Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
There's a
That's
reason
a
I
lot.
got 7 pages.
I'm Marvin. I'm playing forgive me if I butcher the name, a Shabhad outlaw soldier.
What is your name? Your
Mort.
Mort.
Mort the outlaw.
Morty.
Mort's the
Mort.
outlaw.
Heck yeah.
That guy's BA.
Okay.
All I heard about him is his name is Mort. Mort the Outlaw.
Listen, it's a name they gave to him at birth, and he just kind of grew into it.
He gave
Mort
it to
the
himself.
Outlaw?
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like,
He grew into it.
Sometimes
Listen,
parents don't
right.
understand that when you name your kid, you know,
Yeah.
you're setting them up for some pretty steep
Listen,
a lot of
sometimes
space.
in those nomad clans, sometimes the life of crime, it chooses you, and sometimes your parents name you that.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Names are destiny.
First name Mort, middle
He's a
name
firm
the,
believer in
last
that.
name Outlaw.
But
Yeah.
now think
Almost
about
an
if
actualization more than it is a destiny.
Some might say prophecy.
what if they had named you Mort the Forgiver,
Then
and
I
then you
guess
turned
he
out.
would be doing missionary work somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But right now, Mort the Outlaw and his best friend, whatever your name is.
Nexon 2 with the number 2.
Nexon 2, like the gas company?
Oh yeah, you're right. No, that's kind of bad, isn't it?
Well, it's Axon.
I thought of like Necron from Warhammer. I was like, well, I can't be Necron.
You
so
could
I'm gonna
be
be
Necron.
Nexon.
I think Nexon's great.
Nexon's great.
Nexon?
Nexon 2 has
Nexon
nothing.
2,
We have
yeah.
no affiliation to
We
any
have
gas
no affiliation.
stations.
But if you want to
Yeah.
sponsor
Real or
no,
imagined.
Just have the text running across the bottom of the screen. No affiliation.
No,
affiliation.
we do not.
Just a constant sticker
banner,
on here.
yeah,
No, who are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. We're in space.
All right, you are in space. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Here you are. You find yourselves after obviously a very, very long journey here, and you've all been on this space station for quite some time, studying this new planet with the hopes that this planet may one day be hospitable and terraformed, possibly to sustain mortal life. So far, research is hopeful, but still in the early stages. Excavations to like the actual planet side are rare and very, very specific, short-lived. Most of the research you're doing is from within this space station itself. And you are the dedicated crew practicing under Captain Levi Harth, who is, if you can see, what have I done? I dropped a man. That's all right. He deserved it. So, Captain Levi Harth is this magical box man in the cockpit right here. But where is everyone else in the space station? I would say let's start with Did you say Jaddy?
Yes, Jaddy.
Thank
Jaddy.
you. Thank you, Jaddy. Where would Jaddy be on your typical day on the space station?
Well, right now Jaddy's on break. So he's just kind of like
Oh,
over
he's
this side,
staring out the window.
looking out the window. He's like having a moment. Imagine it's like raining in space, so maybe like stars are flying by really dramatically, and he's just like, you got it, bud. He's going through
Yes.
What's he thinking about? Not really anything, but he's having a main character moment over on this side. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. It is like a crowded bar in here. People are drinking, so like as long as your singing doesn't get too melancholic.
Oh, it's in his head. He's, like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't
Providing
say
the
out loud.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
good.
has a tough exterior. He doesn't want people to know, like, he's reminiscing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Let's. What do I want to? I feel like I want to make you roll something because I feel like. Yeah, I want you to roll stealth for me. I want to see if anybody picks up on your. You can roll stealth.
You accidentally start singing out loud unknowingly. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think
Nice.
I'm good. I don't think anybody's going to hear me. I also have a +6 on that, so
Ooh.
it's
Hell yeah.
really staying in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, you're perceiving, and also you're on the phone, so like no one
No one's any idea.
no one has any idea that you are melancholy right now. All right, well that's fantastic. Tyler, where's Dremmy at? What is Dremmy up to?
Well, we've got a bar in this area, correct?
Yes. This is like the lounge / bar area.
Yeah.
Microphone lives.
Yeah.
It's alive.
It's a nice
I
little.
don't know if the stream can see that, but
There's a little bit in our view. You can just see
I
it.
mean, if anything, you saw my face. It's like, what is happening to me?
So in this bar section over here, Dremmy has he's a bit of an older Isoki. He's lived a life.
Okay.
And flying the cosmos. He in this research vessel, he's going on in his own perspective. He's kind of trying to figure out as a Solarian, sort of the ins and outs of photon and graviton forces, the polarities of the universe. He's interested in that, but also he likes it. He likes being a bouncer. He likes any ship that already has a bar because he can usually try to get in there and get a job done. So he's over here. He's just kind of like. It's funny because it's a ship where the bar exists basically for the crew. So him as a bouncer, I feel like it's a weird kind of situation where it's like he's not there to prevent your access as much as he is to just remind you when it's time to go because you're getting a little rowdy. And he's got this little stogie. He's got this like little cigar in his mouth as he's sitting there, and he's got a little tiny stool because he's tiny. So he's got another little stool that he's just sitting there and watching everybody just kind of in the immediate area.
Well, speaking of which, your job is probably going to be required soon. It's been a long day, and it's getting into the evening, and there are two skittermanders on board, Eek and Woot, and they have been getting tossed absolutely all day long. Their job on the ship is nebulous. Some people are really unsure as to what it is exactly, but they have been seen doing things. But a large amount of the time, they are here at the bar getting intoxicated, and you can hear them sort of like and just like sort of like screeching at one another over and over again, and it gets so wild that eventually the two of them wind up hopped up on the bar.
Yeah.
About to start throwing hands. Would you like to
I think
intervene
that's sort of when he's like, and just old man gets up off the chair. He goes, "All right, that's it," and he starts taking a couple of steps over here. Hey, get the hell off the bar! Get the hell off the bar! And so as it becomes, he's like, "Oh right, I can't talk to you. I'm gonna go ahead and I think he just goes. He tries to like grapple one of them to like get up. So he also then jumps up on the bar as a solution-minded individual.
Yeah.
And like jump up there and just like kind of like try to scoot them off.
Okay, so if you want to just without actually physically apprehending them, you could make an intimidate.
Yeah.
All right, go for that.
Yes, we're gonna keep our hands to ourselves today.
Okay.
All right, so this is a plus 14.
Nice.
And I'm just double checking. What was it? Yeah, okay, it was just it. Yeah, it was just, you get a +1. Great. That's a natural 20.
Whoa.
So at a 34.
They as soon as you know what it is, you hop up on the bar.
Yeah.
They really did not anticipate anybody to act in any way like they would. And so as soon as you hop up on that bar and you start shooting them, I'm like,
Yeah, I imagine it's like the useless thing from like Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's like,
yeah,
just,
and
like,
they are gonna
trying to
skitter away
out-crazy.
to wherever it is that they sleep, which you don't know. No one has ever seen that.
As
So I'm removing them from the board until later time.
As I continue to stand on the bar, I'm like, and I hop down and I turn around and I clean the spot that I stood in. I kind of like anything
That's
that
nice
was
of
knocked over, I start to like clean up. Well, I doubled as a bar back once upon a time.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bouncer and a bar back. It wasn't a great job, but I learned a lot.
Why aren't you a bar back at this bar?
It's seniority.
Yeah. Bouncer is that's a better job.
It's a better
That's
job.
a better job than bar
Yeah.
back. All right.
Yeah. Also, we have automated.
Yeah.
So even me cleaning up is like, oh right.
Yeah. Someone was gonna do that anyway, and someone was gonna be an
Exactly.
automated
Exactly.
bot. Hamster.
Yes.
Where is Nexon 2?
I'm in the scienciest place in the science station.
Yeah. What do you normally do in here? Especially, let's say you're alone for the day in
Yes.
the science room.
I continue experimenting and researching. In my free time, my research kind of is about like what real living things are like. So I was hearing about Eek and Woot retiring to where they sleep, and I said, "Sleep? That's so interesting." And I watched them for multiple nights. Just to get a sense of what this sleep is all about. I tried to replicate the process,
Right.
mostly unsuccessfully. I shut my eyes. I said, I don't know what this does really for anybody.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Would you make me a life science
Sure.
roll, please?
Absolutely.
Let's see what we find.
Okay, that's a 17.
Not bad. I would say that you are able to determine where you can sleep, which is
Yes.
inside the pipes.
So I'm just out there on the pipes, like.
Also, the pipes are where this space station is getting its manipulated oxygen from. So Eek and Woot are high all the time. They are.
So the pipes are definitely calling to them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
To those two specifically.
They're getting so much pure oxygen straight to the gills at all times in the pipes there. So you were able to study them sleeping. What you learn, I would say, is that sleep is not only biologically necessary, but is almost recreational in that some people like to do it more
Right.
than you actually need
Right.
to survive, and sometimes you hallucinate while you do it, which could be good, bad, or otherwise.
Sure.
I think I would like you to make me a perception check as well, though.
Alrighty. That is a nat 20.
Holy smokes! That is
I'm
a-
really looking at these pipes.
Yeah. You know, spending so much time awake when the rest of the station is asleep, you hear things from
dear.
outside the ship.
Okay.
The softest, faintest rumbling
Huh.
every couple of seconds from far away, almost as if, not unlike thunder, how you can kind of hear it get closer or further apart from one another based on how close it is. The distance of this rumbling changes. So sometimes it'll be 4 minutes, sometimes it'll be 10 minutes apart. There doesn't seem to be too much of a consistent pattern, but you hear it and you are able to clock that.
Interesting. And so it's mostly like you can't really detect it when the station is active and like loud and stuff.
Exactly. It's just
Mostly when it's
harder to
quiet.
detect. So
Yeah.
at night when everybody else is asleep and things are quiet,
Okay.
you pick up on that.
Wonderful.
I forgot to say, I do have that little mote of my solar power that's like floating above my head. This little blue light that just kind of continues to like hang around him.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
That's it. That was
Okay. Cool. Marvin, what is Mort up to? Where does Mort usually hang out?
Right in the center of what it calls his dance floor. Listen, Mort, he's a sensitive guy. He's a little.
he calls the dance floor. I love this.
He's a little.
The dance floor, just the center of the space.
Oh yeah, no, he takes up so much space with his 9 feet, 500-pound body,
Yeah.
beer and 3 arms, and he's just kind of Jean-Claude Van Damme blood sport dancing, where it's more acrobatics than actual dancing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he's he's humming to himself, "Let It Burn" by Usher.
yeah.
That's why it's stuck in your head.
Spectacular. I want to make you roll something for that. I'm not sure what. Would you like to give me a straight charisma roll and see how the rest of the ship is enjoying?
That's a 17.
Oh, on the die?
Yep.
Nice.
Let's see, what's my charisma? Hold up. Where are
If
we?
you couldn't dance that much,
I think
I
I have
hope
a
it's
0
high.
plus 0 to charisma. Yeah, so it's
He's always dancing. But
Listen.
maybe not great.
no, he's big enough that nobody's gonna mess with him.
Yeah.
So and you have the bar under control. So he's like, I could work, but I won't.
I just have to.
So
do
it's 17 plus 0. And now I think that that's still good enough that your dancing is kind of entertaining, and I will say that this is
Nice.
this is this is very unusual. Because on this space station, you are accompanied by a couple of other characters. You, as you know, you met the 2 Skittermanders already, and there is your captain, a very lovely and inspirational dude. But then you are also accompanied by these grunt soldiers. They only go by agents and whatever number follows their name. They don't really interact with anybody. They aren't really personable. They are really just here. Kind of always patrolling, kind of always with guns and armor, and don't really seem to be contributing one way or another to the actual processes of this ship. They just occasionally get off duty and go to the bar. But you do get a crack out of this one. He does a little shimmy shake up and down the catwalk while you are dancing, and that is pretty much it. Your day on the station goes fairly normal. You've been preparing for something, though. This planet, in the process of terraforming, this planet is not naturally fit for the kind of life that is here on this space station.
Yeah, definitely not those 2.
Definitely not those 2. But in an effort to make it so, an artificial sun has been built. It is emitting a bright blue light that has even altered a lot of the surface of the planet itself. But this light was put up in a temporary measure and needs a massive upgrade, or it will not continue to function. And that's supposed to take place within the next week or so. And so you've all been preparing for that. And that has been your latest expected mission. Towards the end of the night, your captain makes his way up to the catwalk to address you all. And so you know Captain Levi Hearth, who is a kitsune, which is like a cat, fox folk. Let's pretend that he's not wearing magical robes, but is instead wearing some sort of sci-fi armor. And instead of that magic wand in his hand, let's say that he's just got some missives. And so
that's his evening wear. That's
he came
That's how
out.
he goes to
Yeah,
sleep.
that's how
Silk
he goes to
robes.
sleep.
He came out to address you all in his house coat.
Right.
To chat with you all. All right, friends. The day's been going pretty well. Research is slow, but we should speed up after the new sun's in place. So, before next week, I need everybody to be in tip-top. Nothing can go wrong. When the sun goes down, we're going to be rushed for power. Systems are going to have to operate off of the generators. Everything is going to be at a minimum. So make sure everything is in tip-top shape. I want to make sure that all our provisions are in order. How's our systems?
Oh, mostly good. As you said, slower than usual, but I think I should be able to upgrade a few things here and there. It won't be just dandy.
Lovely. I expect no less.
Bar's good.
That's good to know.
I mean, like provisions. Like we're good.
That's great. Good. Excellent. All right then. So everybody, please, on your best. And we've got T-minus 5 days till it's go time. Good night, and he will make his way to his quarters to sleep. Does anybody want to do anything before going to bed?
Yes, so I exited the room to hear our captain here, and I'm
Yeah.
interested in sort of these soldiers that I don't, know much about.
Yeah.
And so I want to check to see if most of them are like living beings, as opposed to something like a
sure.
robot or another android or something.
Sure. It won't take you too much. I won't even have you roll for it.
Okay.
You get a good look at these guys as they patrol around, and they all seem human or humanoid.
Okay.
At most.
Sure.
No androids among them. But yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Anybody else?
I do
like
stare like way too long at him trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right into his visor. Yeah.
He stares right back.
Yeah.
He just stares. He even gets closer.
And we both just inch closer, like looking at each other.
And kiss.
Watching this happen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in and
You
I'm
just
gonna,
dance over.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
dance over, shimmy over, and I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna treat him like one of those Queen's Guard where they can't move and I'm just screaming in his
no.
face and see if he reacts.
Yeah. He reacts.
You've screamed in his
It's
face.
just like,
Yeah. He turns and faces you and puts the gun up on his shoulder.
Do you speak?
No, thank you.
I'm furiously jotting notes about this interaction. Like, what is happening?
For science,
Yeah.
as you were.
And like keeps patrolling.
Bye. Come back and get back to work in here.
Okay.
No, I think I see, Jaddy off looking into space, and I'm like, nice.
Do we all know each other?
You've been working on this
Okay.
ship for weeks. Yeah, if you
Okay.
want to go and say hi and or do anything before going to bed for the night.
No. I'm probably one of the last ones to go to sleep. Just looking out that star-filled window.
Okay.
Yeah.
How late would you say you stay up?
The star rating.
I probably zone out for, I don't know, a couple hours, and I come back to it and I look at my watch and it's 3 a.m. or something like that, let's say.
Okay. All right.
The best reaction.
Would you like to do anything before going to bed?
I think I just at a certain point when it's time to close up, I'm like, all right, bar's closed.
There's no one else here.
That's right.
I will say, Mort is passed out on the bar.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. I with my 9 strength, I try to drag him off, and at the point where I realize it's not going to happen, I say, I look around and I procure a tarp, shake it out, just put it over top of him, hopefully as a nice comfort, and then go to bed.
All right. So you're asleep here on the
Yeah.
bar. For accuracy, I need to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Does anybody go to bed in a bed?
Oh yeah, me. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That is a bedtime.
Also, you don't sleep under the bar?
Captain will also go to sleep in the barracks because he's just one of you.
Oh, we got one of those.
He's
What's the
He's
ship's
one of
name?
those, Captain.
What's the ship's name?
The ship. Well, this is not this station is the VA-8.
Yeah.
The VA. When you're here, we're family. I got you.
Yeah, when you're everybody on the VA-8 is family. So you two, you're asleep on the bar. You're in bed.
Oh yeah.
Captain is in bed. I would like for anyone who is currently asleep to make a perception check at a disadvantage. And I would like for you two to make a perception check without disadvantage and with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I perceive.
That's a 9. Oh, a disadvantage. That wasn't that 20, but a 9.
9. Okay.
Modified 20.
Modified 20.
I have a 17 and then like 32 total. My perception is great. No, this is
That's awesome.
Someone want to look at this?
I did too. I got a plus 13 my perception.
Okay.
I rolled a 13 and a 14, so 26.
Wow. Okay. So for my over 20s, here is what happens for you. Before you head to sleep, you're at just like the 3 o'clock in the morning when you were about to make your way to bed, is when you hear this, a disturbing sound, a sort of like, and then quiet, like the most quiet outside this hull that you have ever heard.
I can't even hear Usher.
The sounds of Usher come from within you.
Yeah.
So nothing external is making noise. Inside your head, it can be whatever dance party you like, but from the outside, it is dead quiet. Okay. You are woken from a deep sleep, exactly from that same sudden drop and weirdness.
Okay, sorry. Okay, yes.
You hear it as well. After timing those same thunderous sounds from the distance, from far away, you hear that sound. And after it, those thunderous noises, those vibrations, begin to change. They are no longer moving in erroneous patterns. They are getting closer and closer together.
Oh dear. Okay.
What did you roll?
7.
A 7. You hear nothing. You sleep peacefully.
Turns
all
over
night.
and
You-
with 2 of his hands, he scratches himself in the back.
Yeah.
In 2 different places.
Yeah,
And let me see if our darling captain, I don't know if our darling captain will be able to tell. No. Our captain also stays asleep. To anyone who heard the disturbance, what would you do?
So, would it on the space station? It just did it sound like and like the lights aren't on?
Your life, the space station is functioning perfectly.
Okay.
This is a sound that came from outside,
Right.
and the silence is from outside.
Got it. Then yeah, I think I would immediately go. In my head, I would go to probably actually this room,
Okay.
because that would be. Say this is like a laboratory, or
It's
is
like
this like a?
where they do science. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's also all
Can
he
confirm.
knows.
Can confirm. Science room.
All he knows
Science room?
is the same. Is the same. He's like, well, weirdos.
Uh,
Right over there. And he walks out and he goes ahead and that's where I would be heading.
Okay. All right, you head there. Let's pop you. You want to go inside?
Yes.
All right. What about you? What would your instinct be?
I think I would like to wake up Mort.
I can also.
Okay.
Is that,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Hey, wake up! Hey,
No.
there's something. It went silent out there. I don't. It's weird. You gotta get up. You gotta help me. I don't know what's going on. Come on, Mort.
Mort grumpily gets up. Ugh. All right.
I got you.
Short arms, people. What? What is happening?
There's just a weird sound out there. I mean, can you listen out? Like, open your ears. I want to make sure I'm not the only one. These soldiers don't really interact with us, so I'm like, they're not gonna give it to us.
They just
So,
keep saying, "Welcome to Cordelia."
Welcome.
I don't know.
They just keep saying, I can't do that. He'll extend his hand out, waiting for his hammer to appear, and he'll be like, where the fuck did I leave it?
Does
Yeah.
your hammer have a returning?
No. Barback, where's my hammer?
I'm in the other room. Anything that was left at the bar can be retrieved upon reopening of the bar.
Yeah.
It gets put into a secure location until such time as the bar
Wonderful.
reopens.
It's a big Rubbermaid.
He's gonna start
container,
shifting over this, flipping over the bar, looking for his hammer. All right, well, it has to be one of two things: science or somebody here to kill us. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm glad that we have 3 people who are like science.
It's gotta be
Listen, I got 8 intelligence. Yeah, science.
Yeah.
Probably
So-
Nexon.
We're just 2 idiots, I guess. So I'm also very.
That love Usher. We're 2 idiots that love Usher. It's what built our
Ain't
relationship.
that the way?
The two of you just open the bar back up. Like, I guess it's nothing. Like, start playing
Listen,
us.
if I gotta die, I gotta die. It is what it is.
Little alert goes
My
off
family
on-
isn't known for its long lifespan anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Little alert goes on Dremmy's watch. Bar's open.
Okay, so you're gonna hang out here. In the science room, what's going on with you two?
Yeah, I definitely start like checking the levels, all the tech, all our gauges, to see if anything like the power or anything has been altered from like whatever phenomenon's happening out here.
Yes, I would like for you to make a computers check, please.
Alrighty. That's 19.
Nice. Worrying.
Okay.
Immediately, there are warning signs flashing on every single one of your screens, and it is clear within seconds to you that the sun has gone out early.
Oh dear.
Did exactly what Elton John told us not to do.
But at first,
Don't let the sun go down on me. All right. Yeah. All right.
No,
Yep.
no.
No. Keep
No.
moving.
Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer.
Yeah.
but first I gleefully log the emergency alert protocols
Oh, wonderful.
are functioning swimmingly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But then I definitely like alert the captain. I'm gonna like whatever like button I can press for an alert, or I go to the barracks to like wake him. Like it's
Well,
an
you're in there,
absolute
too.
emergency.
I like as I walk in and you're like, the hell's going on here?
I just look over my notepad. I say alarms work.
Yeah, okay, that's great. What the hell's going on in here? He's like taking out his stogie and like lighting it again.
It's the one story.
Yeah, it's the one. He's very particular, and so he makes them last.
I say, well, remember when the captain told us to make sure nothing goes wrong? The sun's out.
The sun's out.
Sun's out.
Guns out.
I search around for a.
Well, I mean, I don't have any guns. I'm just asking. Do you have, are the space station's weapons out?
I'm not sure what that would do to the sun malfunctioning,
I'm
but
just trying to understand if we have defensive capabilities. You said the alarms are working, but I just want to make certain that if something was about to happen where we needed to defend ourselves, we had the opportunity to defend ourselves.
are we under threat? I only know that the sun is no longer shining blue.
I like hide my little mote of blue, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so all you know is the sun's out, and that's all how I know as well.
Well, there's also been a curious pattern of vibrations getting closer and closer to the station, and then suddenly, no sun.
So I think I want to circle back to my original question.
I'm still,
Do we have? I have never. Okay,
I'm
look,
furiously-
I'm only a bouncer.
I'm furiously calculating, like, how do guns factor into any of the science stuff?
I'm currently only the bouncer, barback, and probably bartender.
And then I kind of have
if the machine breaks down, but
I kind of have a eureka. I'm like, it's not guns, it's alert the captain, perhaps.
oh yeah,
Next
actually,
course
you
of
know what?
action.
I think I'm right there with you. That actually sounds great.
These two little
Oh.
jabronis crawling out of the pipes.
I'm gonna ask you right now: are they speaking in tongues to you, or are we? Because this is how they always have been, but I've never asked anyone else if they could understand.
I think one of them unknowingly has one of, like, the medical sticky things that I stuck to them in their sleeve. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I've, like, stuck all this stuff to, like, for their vitals.
So you don't get them either.
I don't think I do know other languages and such.
Yeah, I definitely did.
So
not.
I just say emergency, emergency. I point at the shining light.
the universal language. Pipes.
They kind of, like, keel over a little bit too, like.
Weird.
Oh, all right. Some weird in the pipes. And it's not you two. The two of you. We don't gotta play this game. The sun's out. We got stuff to do. Okay, so I think at that with your thing, it's like, okay, so there's something weird in the pipes. The sun's out. We don't know if we have guns, and there's a weird vibration. I think my thing matters too. I'm just trying to say you can't belittle my thoughts. Just
I'm
because
not belittling them. I think they're just completely unnecessary for the situation. But time will tell.
I would like everybody
feel like
else
that's
to
great.
make a perception check because this conversation's gotten loud.
It's getting
and
louder
and
with
heated.
each verbalization of guns. It's like
15.
louder.
Okay.
It's 24.
Yeah, I think you definitely hear commotion coming from the science place.
It sounds like they're at it again. Every single couple of days with these two, they've got communication issues or something.
You should probably go wake the captain if something's happening.
That sounds like the best idea you've ever had.
I appreciate that. No one's ever told me that.
Who said two idiots can't make a good decision?
Exactly.
Let's go for it. And can we hold hands?
While we hum and let it burn.
Hey.
See, this is the benefit of having minifigures.
Right.
It's also, it's his lower set of hands.
Yeah.
And your hand is like holding, this is your hand, that's his finger.
Hey.
I mean, Vesks are pretty big too. They're like big lizard people.
Captain,
Yes.
something's happening.
So,
Be more specific, please.
I know I was hired here to be the engineer, but I don't actually have any experience in that.
You lied on your resume.
It was one of those, hey.
This is distressing news. Is that the emergency? Because
Confession. Boss, I just had to confess. I had to wake you up and confess. It was tearing me apart.
I am not right for this job. I know we left home. It's months away. I can't do this job. Okay. So there's more to this. I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I woke up more here. He actually doesn't know what's going on at all. I was looking out the window. Just don't worry. It's better if we're all together. We feel a little safer. We're holding hands.
Okay.
Right. So I was looking out the window for quite some time, and heard this non-sound. I guess there was sound, and now it's just like nothing. And now I'm hearing yelling from the science lab. I know those two get at it a lot, but I'm just really feeling like something's wrong right now. I feel like we should all kind of be up. Like, I swear, like there's something going on. I really feel it in my bones.
Yes, you heard a non-sound.
Yes, non-sound.
And people are fighting, and you shouldn't work here. And
I clearly was a personality hire, and that's okay.
there's value in that. There is value in that.
You know what? You saw my dance moves and you hired me.
It's true. It's true. Your resume was sent in, and that made a difference to me. Okay.
Next stop, Juilliard.
Okay. All right. Let's go and investigate what's happening. We'll come out and head towards the science room. But I think I recall you saying you were planning to head out of here as well.
Correct.
Is that right?
It seems like we
Alert
would probably
the others,
get like as we exit the door. Oh, look at that!
Whoa!
Yeah. Skittermanders are
Where's
going to
my
follow
hammer?
you as well. All right. What's the meaning of all the commotion tonight? Why am I out of bed?
Well, there's good news. The alarm systems are functioning at full capacity.
Okay.
There's also some distressing news,
Hold on a minute.
and I'm gonna temper what I'm gonna say here.
Okay.
Apparently, Eek and Ook, what are their names?
Woot. Woot.
Eek and Woot, they're in the pipes, and they said something was weird in there. But that could also just be the fact that they're rattled and addled brains can't register real things anymore. As well as what? The sun's out?
Oh,
What?
yes. The one, keeping this new planet at minimum capacity, it seems. It's currently out.
Is out?
Yeah,
Oh,
also,
God.
as a small side note, I'm not certain how relevant it is, but if there are any guns on the ship, on the space station that are currently inoperative, that could be a problem too.
If all our emergency protocols are in place, then the guns on the ship should still work.
Alright, guns are in.
I love
Guns are on.
that.
Yeah.
I'm just like baffled by like
Alright.
trying to see the Matrix on that.
How did it connect? I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt it in my bones.
Okay. First,
Do you want? And do you have any data on your vibrations?
Well, yes, when you all do this, enter your sleeping protocols, I often hear these strange vibrations that have been getting closer and closer. It's been sporadic patterns, but now they've been getting much quicker. Until finally there was a silence.
Woot grabs on the captain's cloak and goes, pipes! And he's like, oh, you feel the vibrations too.
Okay, I'm
We
glad
never
somebody
mind.
understands.
Okay.
I'm glad that there's somebody who speaks
That
this
makes sense. So, all right.
ridiculous language.
Well, this is an emergency. Thank you all for bringing it to my attention. What we need to do is we need to move the schedule up by as many days as we possibly can so that we do not run out of energy. So I have to send a missive to the space station and tell them that they need to get a move on now instead of in 5 days as planned. Can we all make sure that our reserves are... And then he is interrupted by a full force shake and tremor of the entire station. The walls vibrate, the ground under your feet vibrates.
It's like an Usher concert.
May I have a man, please?
A man?
I just need one.
A man?
For the-
You need a man?
No, I mean,
Miniature
this.
map.
Yes, this will do. Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. The vibrations are originating from this side of the station, but it does feel like it shakes the entire walls. Oh no.
us are gonna say, "Oh yes."
Yeah.
That's nice.
What do you want us to do, Cap?
Is there any kind of monitoring that we have, like,
I don't have any
of
guns.
video kind of surveillance on
I mean,
the
I got
outside
this
where we
one.
can see what this is? Like, in
From
here?
the cockpit and from your science lab, yes, both have cameras.
Okay, when I feel it in that direction, I immediately re-enter and go to the monitors.
Okay. Yeah, you see this.
Yeah.
You see this freaking thing.
I say,
It's from Stack. No.
You see this big
I say-
freaking guy.
I say, egad, there's the most fascinating creature out there. And I'm like enraptured by the screen.
What is it, like
Like
a
a little
space
kid.
whale?
Space what?
A whale, like a space whale.
Perhaps there are some commonalities between the Earth and whales.
We don't have time for this.
If you would like to make a life science roll
I definitely
from
would.
looking through the camera,
Yes.
would anybody else like to do anything?
I'm gonna go look for my gun and
Yeah.
hammer.
You decided you lost those things.
And the bar apparently keeps it locked up at night. Well,
Are you going to help?
I guess I'll go with him.
Okay.
Now that I understand that he lost his stuff.
Can I call on these soldiers? Like, all right, rally up, boys. Looks like something's going on. Come on.
Do something.
Yeah, come on.
Absolutely, you do. You rally the soldiers. The soldiers head in to get a look on these different cameras.
Okay.
And come and present to the location where this is originating from. One will take a look out on the camera, and then you hear over all of their walkie-talkies, it seems we have a problem. This ship is compromised.
Uh-oh.
Assholes.
This monster continues to shake the walls. Another time, the ship rattles harder this time.
In my first glance at the monitors,
Get a
what
Star
would I
Trek
see?
The Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would I see from a 27 life science on the monitor?
27. Excellent. So you will learn a couple of things about this creature. You're going to learn that this does appear to be aquatic
Okay.
in nature. It appears to have, at the very least, the ability to breathe underwater, swim very well. It looks like it's made for the water. It is now out of the water.
And in space.
And it has many like limbs and is massive in size. It appears to have something in common with like creatures that you're familiar with to have deep sea gigantism. You are familiar with that from your studies.
Personal or otherwise.
And it does look like its attacks on this building seem intentional and not erratic.
Mm-hmm.
It is trying to break down this wall.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's good.
I turn to the agent, the guard behind me, and I say, "Most fascinating! It's attacking us intentionally."
Sure, kid. Radios that. Yeah, yeah, they're attacking intentionally.
And I get too close to him. I say, "It seems it's meant for the sea, but it's in space."
Well, space is just the sea of the sky.
Space is the real man's ocean. You know what they say?
Yeah.
And I get like too close to the visor. I think this is the same guard as out here, and a little bit of like
Android
something from my mouth like flies out and hits the visor. Like,
Oh, so
Yeah.
good.
Windshield wiper.
Yeah.
Gosh, I guess I thought it troubles me to hear the phrase "we've been compromised" or whatever
Sure.
from these guys.
Yeah.
But I'm currently digging through my lost and found to find.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I think it takes you seconds to find
All
it. You
right.
retrieve it in no time. You
There's
know where
8
you
of
put
us
things.
on this space station. The Lost and Found is really just more of a glorified, like, you just left this here last night. Go get it. So as I hand him off, and I sort of whisper to Mort. I'm just, I climb up Mort, and I whisper, let's just keep an eye on all these soldiers. They may be helping us out for right now, but the tables may turn pretty quick. So just, you got 4 arms, just keep one trained on one of them at all times. You only have 2 eyes, like I'm about to say, there's, so just.
Cannon fodder.
Alright, it's not worth it. As I hop down.
Yeah, collecting his stuff, he'll head back. He's like, so what are we dealing with next on? The second?
Are you heading into the...
Yeah, I'll head out directly outside the door.
Got it. I think I'm going to actually walk up behind these guys.
All right. They seem to just have their guns trained on the wall.
Because I'm not certain, like, I can't journey outside. Like, do we have suits?
So, there are ways out. There are only a few suits, definitely not enough for everybody to go out at once.
Yeah.
Let's say that there are 3 suits.
Okay.
There are 3 suits available on this space station. You can go out. It's very volatile, and also right now your systems are operating at like a reserves power. So opening and closing of the hatches is going to be a significant loss to your resources. So if you're going to do it, it needs to be quick and dirty.
Well, it also is just like, and that's more me also trying to ask from a standpoint of like, does it have a direct benefit? And it doesn't seem like it does. Not that I want them to break into the wall, but like journeying outside to try to stop them is a thing that we should do, but who's the best of us to go do it?
You also there are guns placed at a couple of points on the outside of the ship that you can control from this cockpit here. So if anybody is good at guns, you can do that as well.
I was gonna say it's probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then one of us. I got a 13 to range
I got
attack.
a 12 to range attacks.
Well, I'm a little bit closer, so I'll go ahead and instead of being back here, I will have made my way
And
into
I guess
here
I'm
to
gonna
try to
go
go
suit
get
myself
the gun.
up.
Okay. And this guy will actually, he's
If you
gonna
want.
come
I
out
guess.
here.
You might have to repeat that though.
Oh, I guess. I mean, if he's gonna be on the inside, maybe I should suit myself up.
Ooh, are you gonna go out?
I might go out.
That's pretty badass.
Why don't we see if I can do something
Yes,
first?
we'll let you.
Getting in the suit, I think,
Exactly,
is a
it's
good
gonna take me
idea,
time,
right? Like,
so-
however much
Yeah.
time that is, like, that's probably a good idea to get
'cause
ready.
It's just one, you know,
You have
7.
to put 2 of the 3
Yeah, I have to
suits
put
on.
2 of the 3 suits on. You know,
It's a modular suit system. It's actually from Farvin Darge.
Listen, yeah.
It's a great company that makes a lot of
The
good
captain
suits.
accidentally ordered like a 7XL, 8XL suit.
That's actually why you were hired.
Exactly.
The captain's like, I gotta get
We
somebody
gotta
in
a
this
suit
suit.
that fits this guy. I would
Somebody's
say
gotta
that's
wear
Kismet,
it.
actually.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. Was it?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go hang out with these boys and rally them for now. I also, not knowing what else to do, I'm a very, very strong boy, so I'm just gonna try and keep it together.
You're gonna hold the wall together?
Hold it.
Oh, I'm really strong.
Yeah,
I go,
nice.
hold, boys, hold.
He starts screaming, "Hold on!"
Yeah, right? Okay. All right, yeah, go ahead and, make me an athletics.
So 14
Nice.
plus 14 is
28.
28. Nice. The walls shake again. And from the outside, and they are starting to push against you, and you are just reducing how much they're able to vibrate this wall, and you're actually slowing them down a little bit.
Nice.
but the intentional banging on the wall continues to come. Our captain is gonna say to the Skittermanders, you know what to do, lads. Get in the pipes. And
Why'd you leave?
and they get in the pipes for some reason that the captain understands and no
Yeah.
one else does.
Yeah.
And he will go back to the
That was my
cockpit.
other plan. I was like, well, I think I'm small enough to fit in
Yeah,
the
I was
pipe.
gonna say.
You can fully.
But
if
I
you
just
would-
don't want to deal with the fumes in there. If
Yeah.
they're
That's
if
what
they're
you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much enlightenment in there.
Yeah.
You can fit in there for sure. And let's see. I think at this point, I do want us to go into an initiative order so that
Okay.
we can keep track of what is happening here.
Sounds good.
So, everybody roll me an initiative that works similarly to how you might be used to in D&D. You should have a modifier for it.
That makes sense. That initiative tracks.
Mine too.
I'm at 5.
25.
Oh my god. Okay, hang tight. You said 5?
Yeah.
You said
25.
25.
Your boy's fast. He's
Holy
been waiting
fuck.
for this day.
7.
7,
Yup.
And 13.
13.
The 2 nat 20 people getting the next roll being all like,
Yeah.
sounds about right.
And then for our Skittermanders. Skittermanders are going first.
They beat a 25?
Hang on. No, actually they didn't. But they got a 22, and that's still pretty wild.
This Skittermanders is just gonna go high in a pipe, you know, at 5.
All right.
Yeah, their first move action is
Our
just
agents are going to be at a 4.
Hey, I'm faster than the agent.
You're faster than the agents.
Yeah.
And our monster, is going last. Dead last.
good.
Oh.
Yeah, gonna be dead pretty quick.
It got a little dazed on.
Hit it real fast.
It got a little dazed on the last ram. It was like,
I'm like,
Genius.
fuck.
yeah.
We definitely didn't expect someone to hold the wall together.
Incredible.
That was really, messing up their plans. Mort, you are at the top of the pop. Can you tell me what you would like to do?
I mean, he's gonna follow through on his plan. He was gonna wait for it, but seeing as he's ready for action,
Excellent.
he's suiting up.
Excellent. I want to also say that while this ship does not fly, we still have the option of using starship combat a little bit tweaked, considering the ship doesn't fly. So in this combat, at the top of every round, so before anyone in initiative has gone, you can choose to change your role on this ship from captain, chief mate, engineer, and captain, chief mate, engineer, magic officer, and science officer, and gunner. Sorry, that took me too many tries to say.
Understood.
The phases there won't be a helm phase because that involves piloting the ship. There will be an engineering phase and a gunnery phase. During the engineering phase, anybody who wants to be doing like science manipulation, casting spells on items of the ship, captains, anybody who takes the captain role, which right now it is our actual captain, but if he decides to do something else, somebody else can take that role, is to kind of direct the other people and what to do. You're able to change that if you would like to, but it is optional to do that. So I'm sorry, say again, what would you like to do?
If I can, he's gonna try to make it outside. Honestly, after suiting up.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna exit through the barracks. So you would kind of wind up about right here. You have to stay close. So you have to stay in walking this. You have to stay adjacent to a wall.
Gotcha.
Is that like a tether, or is that just like keep yourself there?
To keep yourself like from from leaving like the ship's
Jettisoning.
like
Yeah.
protective area, you need to stay within the 5 feet, or you will have to make a roll to see if you survive.
Can I do one thing before he goes out as like a support
Yes.
thing? So this would have to take oxygen resources and reserves in order to have him be out in there.
Yes.
So I'm gonna use one of my biohack boosters
Okay.
and just inject you before you get out there. So you have no breath stuff, no like water and space breath, like you can just breathe, and then you'll have +2 to your saves against stuff like disease, mind altering effects, and poison and sleep stuff.
Hell yeah.
So he doesn't have to breathe right now?
Yeah. So you don't have to take the oxygen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're breathing like this thing. You're like water space breathing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you can actually keep the reserves going low
Yeah.
until this wears off and save some of the station's
Cool.
oxygen. That is hella cool. Okay, sick. After Mort, it is Eek and Woot's turn. You don't need to concern yourself with what they're up to. You know,
I'm a little concerned. I'm definitely concerned.
I'm feeling more vibrations in this direction over here.
It's like, oh, damn it! Just these assholes the whole time?
Yeah, imagine.
After them, it's going to be Captain Levi Harth, who is in the room with you here up in the cockpit.
As I'm like,
What is that? Are you just pantomiming?
I'm
or-
just like, I'm getting into the gunner chair, but I'm like adjusting the height, and I'm trying to like lean back a little bit as he's getting prepared. I'm just getting comfy for the gunner seat.
Okay. Interesting.
It's been about 3 years since I've done a gunner's job, so I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things.
Sure. And is going to kind of click on a computer, which shows like the full outside view of the ship. Can I have another guy, please?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Bring me my guy!
Wait, that's a bigger guy!
Bring me
No.
my guy.
Oh, he's just going after these two. Who cares?
No! Skeet and
Eek and Boot.
These vibrations are astounding!
Those were my drinking buddies.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all got it over there.
Man.
That lobster.
His butt's facing us.
Oh, it is? That's the butt? There we go.
No, I thought maybe that was intentional.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
the
show his butt
thing.
on camera.
Whoa,
No,
don't show
I feel
hole,
like
guys.
they need to know. Turn it just a bit. So you
Show
can,
hole?
yeah.
Sure. The
Yeah.
the cinematic view.
The
There
other
we
way,
go.
you want them to see the face?
No, you're right.
180 from this? Okay. Like that. Got it.
Wonderful.
Nice. Jaddy, you are up. What
Um,
would you like to do?
do we still have another suit to go?
We
on?
do. There are 2 more suits if you would like to use one.
Okay, I think I'd like to do that. Am I aware that this guy like popped in? What's going on?
Let's see. Where are you?
Because
I'm
it
rated.
was the captain's turn that made us alerted to this presence.
Yes.
From like a camera or something.
Yeah, the captains witnessed this.
So was that a thing that then was like announced to the?
I'll say, you know what? Yeah, I'll say that the captain does get on and notify everybody immediately that there is
Got it.
a second creature on the other side of the hall.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. I turn to my men. I say, "Oh, kill him or you're dead. Good luck, boys." What's it?
Deeply unhinged. Thank you. Great.
They're soldiers. They get it.
Yeah, they do.
Which way can I go out and put on the suit? And
Yeah,
get over
you
there
can.
as quick as
The exit hatch is through the
only there. Okay.
only through here.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll, however far I can get, I'm like, I'd probably help with this guy first and then make my way over there.
Sure.
Is there a way you can move like this way too, kind of over the ship, or? Is
You can climb the ship if you
Oh,
would
okay.
like to. You certainly can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hope you got this one. Just climb over and get over there too.
Okay.
I'm
probably can't move too far.
Yeah,
I
we'll
got 30
say
feet,
you
I'll
getting
just
your
be out there.
suit on and getting out here has gotten you this far, and then you can continue to move from there.
Okay.
Sounds good. That was Jaddy's turn.
Jaddy?
Dremmy's turn.
Yeah, that's another Usher song. You know
Perfect.
Daddy's home.
Well, you know what I'm doing. Just, I'm in the. I want to take the gunner's position. Correct. That was a
Yes.
position that could be taken.
Yes.
And I'm going to. I think I'll be seeing two of them over there. I'm like, I got it, or at least I don't want to shoot right next to him. So I'm going to prioritize the big,
Perfect.
the big guy. Is there a gun on this side?
There
that I can
absolutely is.
prioritize?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now,
All right.
what am I doing?
So now you're gonna roll with your attack roll.
Beautiful.
So if you were to roll to for range, so whatever your ranged attack
Yeah.
is, you're gonna use that.
Understood. So that's a plus 13 for me.
Delicious.
Now I have a sort of a I guess a qualifying question of these are very dangerous creatures, correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, then I believe my stellar mode has enacted itself.
Hell yes it is.
So my little mode like and just like kind of like starts to shine brighter and get it starts to like pulse and as the energies of the universe tell me dangers afoot, as if I didn't know. Great. So most of my stuff only applies to melee weapons, but basically I'm going to be tracking my polarity, my solar manifestation stuff. So at this current moment, we are going to. I think I want to do graviton. So I'm going to put a point into graviton,
Cool.
making me. So it starts to like. The blue solar light that's flashing above my head starts to like pull light in as it starts to turn itself into like a blue tinged black hole.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 1 on the graviton. Those will have other effects as soon as I can actually get within melee range of anybody.
Yeah.
All right, so this will be a plus 13 to the attack. It's kind of cocked, but it's basically a 17. How would you call that?
You gotta honor the cock, man.
You gotta honor the cock.
We always do it.
Alright. 16 plus 13, so that's a 29 to hit.
And what kind of weapon did you? That's a gun.
The gun, whatever the gun on
The
the
gun
gunner
on the
is.
ship. Thank you. The gun on the ship is an energy weapon, so
Perfect.
you're hitting against the EAC, and it unfortunately does not hit.
Whoa. as they go a little bit wide, you're like, oh, sorry, yeah, I got it.
My cataracts.
I start to rearrange some stuff. I'm like, this isn't good. I suppose that's my turn.
That is your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it is gonna be
Try to
next
hit him with
on
kinetic
two.
weapons.
Alright. Would there be some controls here relating to like the shields and defense resources and like allocating the power to certain things? Would that be in here?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So I want to try to make sure that like as much power as possible is going into the exterior defenses of
Great.
the shielding and stuff.
Yes.
And I imagine it's kind of a fine dance of like we need to have like oxygen power, but also this power.
Absolutely.
So, and I think what I want to do is use my diligent feat of like taking extra time and focus, which just makes the result better. So I take extra time to be careful.
Excellent.
Well, I
Yes.
guess.
All right. Make me an engineering.
Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm more about the science than the engineering. So that is a 1. That is a 1.
Oh.
I'm like, alright, let's saddle up. Oh, God.
Absolutely, all of the energy gets diverted to the armor. The lights go out, and the air goes off in here.
I guess we made it outside, boys.
I'm like, oh, I had caps lock on.
Completely dead like
Oh man.
stale air in here.
Well, we probably got like an hour.
I mean, hey, let's start running those con checks.
I don't have to
boys.
breathe. So
As I'm like smoking and stroking, I'm like, this is bad for all of us.
But I can't stop.
I can't stop. It's an addiction. They're not habit forming, but still.
This guy in here, you are the only one to hear this as it comes over his radio alone. Return to the ship, please. We're gonna take care of this place, and he is gonna head out to rejoin
Again, don't
these
like
guys.
what they're saying.
who are all gonna make their way into
Okay.
the barracks.
See, this is what I'm saying.
uh-oh.
They're making a break for it. They're trying to get out of here.
I'm making a break for it.
Just listening to Usher as you vanish into the
Yeah.
nothingness.
What the heck?
And our monsters are going to go now as well.
Jerks.
You're no longer holding the wall together. And so part of this starts to splinter.
Oh.
Just slightly.
Well, there was your oxygen.
This one
Yeah, it's a good thing we just cut it all off.
makes its way here and begins to attack the pipe.
Oh, that's all just toxic fumes anyway.
The pipe begins to shake and rattle audibly to all of you now. Now life support is technically off. But hopefully it'll be back on shortly.
And that pipe isn't necessary for that.
That pipe is necessary
Definitely
for that
the
to
oxygen
come.
pipe. Yeah.
And
Shake,
so
rattle, and roll, baby.
we are going back to the top to Mort.
My time is coming.
Your time is here, Mort.
I'm going to put as close to the wall as I can, and I'm just going to go ahead and what is the action called? No, I'm going to full attack. I'm going to charge it, not charge, but run at the creature in full attack.
Oh, smokes.
Don't
Okay.
get him.
And I think I take these at a -4, so let's see, 8 plus 12, 20. My first hit doesn't hit.
Dang.
All right.
Yeah, what did you roll earlier?
Or 29.
That's
for
wild.
energy damage. So that's why I'm like, maybe they have weaker kinetic AC.
That's what I was hoping.
Oh.
12 plus 12, 24.
And you're physically attacking.
This is my storm hammer. This is
Physical.
yeah.
Hits.
Oh, so did the other one also hit, or 20 for the first one?
No.
Oh,
Yeah. So we're dancing around a 22 kinetic AC or something.
Gotcha.
Like,
Yeah.
21 to 23.
Well, I can't use that feat.
I mean, I'll be rid.
So
Why
that
came out
is.
I was thinking I was gonna be like, cool, I'll be on the gunner for a little while, and then it was like, immediate no.
Oh, yeah, sure. 10 plus 19, 29.
29 damage?
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Great.
Thank God he has the
Oh.
lower oxygen thing.
I can also hold my breath. I have the toughness feat.
Oh,
I can
hell
also
yeah.
hold my breath for forever.
Well, you don't have to hold your breath right
I don't have to hold my breath thanks to my butt.
But he
yet.
can.
But I can.
Yeah,
So
but
also,
he's
by
got
the way,
this
I have
thing.
cold. So when the sun went out,
Oh
I also
my
have
God.
cold resistance. So more is most likely.
now. You don't even need to suit right now. You can just be like floating around out there.
I just gotta get my photon up, I think. I just gotta get I should have chose photon instead of graviton.
Well, you can't always get what you want. That was my full action. Yeah. So
Excellent.
Yep.
All right. Aiken and Woot have crawled out into space. Eek and Woot are out on top of the outside
they
pipes
doing?
now. And they begin yelling and screaming at the
Good.
monster.
Yeah.
And then they shoot it with guns.
Ekin Wood are gonna save the damn thing.
I
You're gonna be a detriment.
Fuck that.
So
You
that's
are a
fine.
detriment currently.
Me?
29, and you didn't do any damage.
Ekenwood, shoot. There's a shoot and a miss and a shoot and a hit.
Oh,
That go up, and anybody who is watching the cameras will see the thing and turn its creepy, attentive eye at our little tiny buddies.
Uh-oh.
And it is going to be Captain Levi Hart's turn
Get him.
next. Captain notices on the computer the damage that has been already done to Hull, and
Some
then
of which.
the computers turn off.
Oh, no.
So Captain Levi Hart begins to sound a alarm, not on the overhead system, but on like a badge system that you all have. Our power's down. What the hell is going on?
Oh, I'll look into it right away. I'm on it, boss.
Are you-
I love it so
I love
much.
that that's what the robot picked up. Sleeping habits and how to
we
lie.
we have literal seconds. If you can't get this online by the end of this next turn,
Yeah.
then it's time to evacuate. And this project is done for.
Yeah, jump for it.
That
Talk about a
is
one-shot.
that is, by the way, an order. So your kind of if you are to do anything other than that, you need to make a roll to
Sure.
overcome the will of your captain here.
Okay.
Jaddy, you're up.
Okay. I would. Can I bash with a shield and then hit also? What's that sort of deal?
Sure,
With
this
the
guy
thing?
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
You can reach him from here
Okay.
because he is kind of like.
Oh, he's a big.
Kind of like
Oh.
rolling around.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the shield, I'll try to bash first, and 4 plus 15 is not going to do it.
No.
Okay, so that one, it's a little weird out in space. I'm not used to it yet. But this time, for sure, gonna try and get him with my big sword.
Do it.
No!
Damn it!
Okay. That one also misses, so that's
Okay.
3 plus 3.
Do you want to? You can still do your full movement if you're still headed this way.
Yeah, so I
If
tried
you
to get
want.
him, and I was like, so more,
kind of like a
more
run
hit him
by.
better than I did, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
you
my
just
luck.
like said that.
Like, don't tell anybody that happened. And then,
30 feet.
Yeah.
is that okay?
I think. What's your movement?
It's 30.
3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Actually, wait. You were right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like right there.
Yeah. So 1. I can't really count from up here, but it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like technically it's
Okay,
right here.
so I'll have a little.
No. You're fine. You're fine
Okay,
right there.
okay.
You're fine right there.
That's what I mean. It's like it's technically right
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's,
you're
it's
good.
not that big of a difference
Okay.
to be right there. Right?
You're perfect there. Excellent. That's gonna be Drummy's turn.
I'm like, is it a danger if I walk outside right now? I see the whole breach notification. I see the oxygen running out, and I'm like, I'm basically trying to ask the captain, like, well, actually no. If everything's down, the guns would be down then.
So, looking at your equipment, the captain turns to you and says, "No, I believe in Nexon 2. Nexon 2 is going to get this back up and running, or probably we all die. But we should keep fighting in that case." And you'll notice that the power has gone down, and the guns switch off. The lasers are no longer working, but there is an analog backup. With this thing shooting like old school
Garbage.
Jump jet.
bullets, but yeah, I mean technically they're old school and they're like old fashioned, but it's something.
Okay. We're gonna. Okay. All right. We're sticking on the gun. We're gonna switch to kinetic, or we're gonna switch to these like. Oh yeah, I forgot these have bullets. I switched to the
Fire mode, yeah.
yeah, fire mode's on, and also it's like, yeah, Captain, I gotta ask you, did you ever consider the situation that it might have been better instead of buying a bar to invest in more suits on a space station that has? I'm just gonna shoot the thing. I'm just trying to say.
I just want to ask you, do you think that this crew would continue to fight right now if they didn't have the promise of having a drink afterwards?
I mean, I certainly wouldn't have a job, so yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But maybe there was something else we could have gotten rid of.
Do you think that I'm in charge of the budget of this ship? Do you think that this project is all on
Who
me?
is? I'm gonna get to shooting because that's probably more worth
I
my
think so.
time.
You want to put in a complaint with Starfleet?
I
go
will
ahead
put in a complaint. Actually, yes. You know what? I'm gonna lodge
Formal
you know what? I'm gonna make a spreadsheet. I'm gonna tell them what I think, how they can actually save more money every year.
I think they definitely don't get many of those. That for sure will.
Well, you can hire less of these guys who stood around and did nothing.
Hey, those guys were mandated to be here. That was not my choice.
No, I'm not saying you.
Is that on the com?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
As I'm saying, like I'm doing it as
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
shooting.
Yeah.
Just kind of spraying and praying. And we're gonna continue to hit this guy because he's towards the
Absolutely.
the, life alert.
Go for it.
That's an 18 plus 13 for 31.
Hits.
Goddamn right it does. How much damage would you say that is?
Oh, you need to. Sorry, you haven't hit with that thing yet. So.
All right, Dylan, I rolled twice.
Somebody stick around
I get
combat.
one attack a turn right now.
What if you roll me a d12?
Yeah, you got it.
It's almost like
That's just mean.
it's almost like I said something
If I can
about
roll
that.
1 damage on this thing, that's bullshit. It's an
Okay.
8. Would I get any bonus damage on this?
Yes, you can add your full ranged attack bonus.
Nice.
In
Plus 13.
Oh, so sorry. Let me just get. Would it be? Are you saying my actual attack bonus? Or are you just trying to say my mod?
No, you're full.
Then
full,
that's
full,
a
full.
21 damage.
Beautiful, gorgeous.
I'm just saying that at a certain point there's a dip in resources when you can't protect the personnel on the same ship.
Everybody does hear all of this over the comms, as well as we are gonna move to next on 2.
Yes.
You also heard what these guys heard over their comms, and then you just heard this information as well.
Yes. So I definitely perk up and make a mental note, but I did get an order, and I will be obeying the order.
Okay.
But I sort of my Minnie has a little wrist thing, and so these are some of my biohacks. So I kind of say under my breath, trying to be serious. I go, "It's hacking time."
But over the comms.
No, the comm I meant to be muted, but it was still on accident.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You're
You
"It's
actually
hacking time."
unmuted, and when you
Yeah.
meant to mute, yeah.
So I'm gonna give myself a +2 on skill checks for the duration of this biohack, and then let's see. What was my check for this power resource management?
That was a computers.
Computer.
Oh no, engineering.
Engineering.
But if you to fix it, if you want to make a computers check, I would allow it.
Okay. I should probably do that. Is better. Okay.
That's
So,
another
so let's see.
Come on.
Again, not my I'm mostly my computer's mostly Spotify, word processor, web browser. It's not. This is another one. That's another one.
Oh my god.
Windows normally automatically updates. I don't know how to deal with this stuff.
Clippy usually does most of the work for me.
Yeah.
AI.
So
Is this a fail forward situation?
So we all hear you.
It's hacking time, number 1.
You say
We
it's
hear
hacking time.
with such confidence.
We hear
You
it's
just hear,
hacking
"Oh,
time.
no."
And then what do we
Or
hear?
you just hear a clattering, I've somehow like physically broken the computer and like fallen or something.
Oh my god.
I thought if you took out the wires, it made it better.
I just thought if I unplugged it and plugged it back in again, like,
The way that he said, "Oh god," the android discovered really good.
yeah.
It's hacking time. Oh
Yeah.
Immediate second beat. It's always.
Oh.
Okay.
no. Okay. Oh god. Damn. So you all hear that sequence of events go
Yeah.
down. The captain's gonna get. Please tell me that those are screams of success and that the life support will be on momentarily.
I just say, systems down. I say, it is not hacking time. But I actually did hack myself, so I'm still like kind of buzzing, like, whoa, I'm on overdrive. I boost myself, I'm like, oh no, it didn't work. Oh, cramp. How long does it last?
Oh my god. He opens up his chest and it's just a hamster running away.
The captain then says into the comms, Woot, did you hear that? Can you help us, please? And you hear skittering.
Yeah!
In
The vibrations we want!
the
Yes!
Yay!
It's really more. It's not really my field.
Oh, goodness.
I like looking at things and understanding if they're alive or not.
Computer's not alive.
Well, that's a sort of a.
Aren't you the
Interesting sci-fi question, actually.
The android who's like, well, computers aren't alive. Is that the escape pod?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it is.
There was an escape pod?
Yeah, we're here.
There's
Where
one.
all the man-made agents
That's-
are fleeing to.
That's
Yeah.
something I
Hey,
should
you
have
remember-
learned
you
being a
remember-
part of
they're not-
engineering.
They're not gone yet, though.
They're
Yeah.
not gone yet.
But you remember when I said keep one gun trained on them?
I don't have that.
I'm clearly occupied.
He's floating out there with a hammer.
Just saying.
Just saying, hit your shots.
I
And
did.
we can have a conversation.
I did. Did more
Yes,
damage
it's
than you
very
did.
important to me that we actually
Oh.
put
Yes, of
them
course, of
inside
course.
the thing. We have to show off
Good.
the
You
merchandise.
gotta
Yes.
show it
We
off.
have to show.
Oh wow, that's a
Oh,
beautiful
wow, that's a beautiful
dome.
dome.
Wow. And there are men in there.
My boys.
My boy. What was it that?
My beautiful
My beautiful
Okay, my goodness gracious. That is the men have gone, and it is time for the monsters to
They're like, we don't even have to do anything. They're doing this themselves.
The monsters are like, maybe we should delay our turn.
This one is going to curiously turn around and just take a look at more.
Did someone
I mean,
smack me
yeah,
with a hammer? Yeah.
2 people tried to hit it,
Yeah.
and 1 succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the sound of 2
Alrighty.
hands clapping.
Clap for me.
Oh.
Does a 26 beat your KAC?
Yes.
Great news for me. I
Good.
love that news.
Making sure. Let's see what I can do with these points.
Boys better not. Get something for him.
Oh, I got.
And that is going to be 12 damage
Okay. Alright. That's not that bad.
on the first
Don't
attack.
worry, if it
Alright.
leaves it, I'm just gonna shoot that escape pod.
It'll probably be easier to shoot.
Yeah, it'll probably be.
Second one, maybe not so good. Let's see. Oh, shoot. I lost track of where I'm looking. Oh, there it is.
Look no further.
18.
Miss.
Okay.
Your boy Mort is beefy.
Yep. Good. On the other side, we're just going to attack the pipe itself.
No!
And I believe the pipe is going to start to move. And
What?
creak.
Whoa.
Well, oxygen ain't getting fixed anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We'll see.
no.
And we are back up at the top with Mort. What
I
are
don't know.
you gonna do, buddy?
We got Jaddy up top. Maybe Jaddy can push the.
Maybe Jay.
Sorry.
Mort is once again gonna full action attack at this thing because it's within 10 feet, right? 'Cause
Yep.
He has to reach 10
Easy.
feet.
Yep.
Come on, baby. That's
Okay.
a 16 plus. It's a minus. It's plus 12.
It was 12, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 28.
28 to hit.
Hits.
Nice.
All right. This is my first attack. So let me roll damage first.
Okay.
Wrong dice. 10 plus 19, 29.
Ooh.
29 for the first hit, and since that happens, I need you to make a DC 21 strength check
Okay.
because crushing follow up,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
and I'll spend the resolve point to do that.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Bless you.
me, sir.
Calm down.
I'm just so excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be 31.
Okay.
Hey, but you still did a shit ton of damage. You did like
Yes.
29
You
damage.
did.
That was
You
great.
did a lot.
Nice.
And that was only your first attack, right?
Yes, so I gotta roll it again.
I gotta roll again.
12. So 12 plus 12, 24.
Hits.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what you did last time. So we at least know that one.
6, 7, 10, 29 damage again.
Whoa! All right, this thing is starting to bleed like a kind of bioluminescent blue goo that spills everywhere as you hit it multiple times.
In the name of Usher, please.
Get out of here! Famous Usher catchphrase.
Get out of here.
Be gone.
Remember that Usher show where he just
You guys
went
don't
on
know the
edge
envoy
to-
Usher? He's real
Yeah.
popular. I think
Egan
it's
would
Usher the 18th.
Egan would get into the room with you.
Yeah.
And they start to jump around you, and like
I can kind of like jump with them, and like it's gonna help.
yeah,
Like,
and they're like
Yet again.
and I would like you to take inspiration.
okay.
And I would like you to go ahead and on your next attempt at fixing this,
Yeah.
you are going to take it with an advantage.
Okay. Wonderful.
And that is because the Skittermanders have hyped you up.
Right. Right.
They
I
just
say
say
pipes. You're like wrapped in cords and cables, like
Oh, I made it worse.
and they're just
Yeah.
untangling and.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's happening next? The next thing is Captain Levi. Hearth, computer's still down. The captain is going to go ahead and put on the last remaining suit.
Captain suiting up.
Yeah, and he's actually going to come and right here
Nice.
out to this crack in the door.
Guess I'll stay here.
I guess so.
Yeah, yes. Please keep shooting them.
Okay. You know, I have this. I'm like, you know, I can actually do this really cool. And he walks away. I forgot to on my second turn to do that, so I just remember that now.
Johnny, you're up.
Okay. The soldiers can hear me on the speaker.
If you make it so. Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. I
Cool,
I
Star
can
Trek
see them
things.
from over here. I see those cowardly boys trying to leave. And I'm going to use group negotiate to get those boys to come back, and I'm going to use intimidation, like
Ooh.
Yeah.
at the same time.
yeah.
I'll say, if you boys leave right now, I'm going to give you something bigger to fear. You better get your butts back on this ship.
I love that.
Please
so
roll
much.
your intimidation. Let me take a look at the boys.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a 20, but it's 5 plus.
15.
Oh, wait,
That's
no.
still a 20.
5 plus 13, my bad.
Oh, 18.
Okay.
Still pretty good.
Boys! I'll buy you guys ice creams after.
Let me see if what did you roll total? 20?
18 total.
18 total. Yeah, no, actually, they do not beat that.
The ice cream was what sold them.
Yeah,
That's what sold them.
And you hear back, you hear, come on, boss, I mean, it's not like it's set in stone. They're not definitely going to break in here. We could at least try to help before we run away. I was like, well, we had an order. But he sounds really mad.
I am.
and I like, all right, but just hold on a minute. Let me go help, but you all stay here. And one of them will kind of come back over and back up the captain on this side.
Extra ice cream for you.
Was that my whole action? Then?
You can also move
Okay.
as well.
Then I'm gonna push this pipe back. I don't think I can take this guy down, honestly.
Oh, but yeah, make a strength check and see how well we can put this back
I'm
into
gonna
place.
roll one of my medals if that one's been treating you badly.
Yes, this one. It was like really good at first.
This was the one that's been treating me nice.
Let's
Keep your dice
see.
low.
Let's see.
Yeah, and these are cursed.
These are
Yeah.
Okay, 19.
That's
right?
19.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
Okay, it
no,
was 19.
that
Yeah.
was a 19.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. 19 plus 4. Yeah, 14 for athletics.
Wow, yeah. You push the pipe right back into place
that's so
instantly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
right.
And I'll just stay there.
That's
I
right.
learned my lesson last time.
Bring me my oxygen. That's right.
That's right. Drummy, what would you like to do?
I'm like, honestly, this has been the best day of my life. It's like I gotta sit down, I gotta shoot a gun.
Are you saying that comes on?
Yeah, it's like currently nobody's giving me an order.
All right, make an attack roll.
Perfect. A little too distracted, I think.
Dear diary.
I'm like, actually.
Dear diary.
I think we need some of that oxygen. We're all just kind of like falling asleep.
I'm
Like,
I'm like, hold on.
Let me take this phone
Hold
out.
on. You gotta give me some.
I started
So yeah, that's a natural one. I think I totally whiff it. And I just and start to drift off into space and shoot for like a good 3 seconds, and I'm like, trying to drag it back. But at that point, the round's over, and I have to reload it.
Yeah, but you got a lot out of your system, I would say.
Oh yeah.
You're feeling great.
Oh, it's perfect. It's like a beach vacation.
Next on, too. What would you like
all
to
right. So now I look to our Skittermander friends here and I say, looks like it's time to do this the old-fashioned way. And I pull out a roll of like space duct tape, like, and I bite it off. Like, and I'm rolling this with advantage from my pep talk.
That's a 2.
Okay, this is the one that was very bad.
It's
yes.
at least not a 1.
This is 22.
It has a
Okay.
chance now.
do? Okay. The Skittermanders join you as you flip the final switch and turn the lever, and the airflow audibly comes on. The shields drain just a little, but at least people can breathe. The computers all turn on. The kegs are being refrigerated again.
It was in the back of my mind. I was worried. I was like deaf and kegs.
And also-
and kegs right afterwards.
Exactly. Tell me we got some good news.
System's operational. And I was like, I got a piece of tape stuck to my finger. Like,
That's very good work.
Yeah.
Please don't mess with the systems anymore.
you hear the murmurs of the Skittermanders on the comm, like, we're not doing anything.
No, don't worry, boss. We're not gonna let him.
And he'll even say, Ik Woot, can you lend a hand? We need these things off our backs. Has anybody seen the soldiers?
One walks up behind him. You mean this guy?
It's like, I'm right here, boys.
Oh, sorry, jeez. Spacesuit. It's like a Batman mask. I only have so much peripheral.
I'm staring. He's staring down a big monster. He's about to shoot it. And he's like, "Can I get some help here?" The soldier is just like, I'm here. The rest are indisposed.
One time they could be goddamn useful. And they're like, peace.
You would think. In fact, it is the agent's turn, so the agent is going to take a shot at this guy here.
All right.
Woo!
Actually, just go to the escape pod at this point.
Yeah, shoots up into the ceiling. The other guys in the escape pod, what are they gonna do? Let's see. They are gonna wait.
Okay. They're gonna wait for their guy.
They're gonna wait to hear a direct order. And our big boys are gonna go.
No.
Oh, like you're the one getting hit.
But a bullet has just flown past this one.
Oh.
So
Captain!
he's not happy about that, actually.
Woo! Leave me alone.
Yeah, Captain, that is gonna be a hit on the Captain.
Oh, what is
That is gonna be 2 hits on the Captain.
Okay. He's the captain. He can probably take it.
Yeah, he has a sorcerer's
He's in a
staff.
robe right now.
He's in his bathroom. He's also in the spacesuit now. He got a spacesuit.
Yeah, his robe is like
Oh, no.
sticking out of all the cracks.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, he's okay.
All right.
He's okay.
See, I told you.
More
They're the
just
Ravens.
watches it. Okay.
Yeah. But he is gooey now.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a bluish ichor all over the Captain.
Yo,
and his
listen
clothes.
up.
Do you want to explain?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
The other one is going to go and is going to try to actually hit you with the pipe that you
Damn.
just pushed
Whoa.
back into place.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's a natural 20.
Gosh. Well,
Yeah. But let's see. That's different. What's my strength gonna be here? Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. That's gonna be 12 damage. As he's gonna and shove it into you. Actually, I would love for you to make an that reminds me. Would you like to make an athletics check to or acrobatics? I would let you argue for either.
Athletics sounds great.
To stay on top
Yes.
as this pipe hits into you.
Will do.
Okay.
13 plus 14 is like 20.
7.
Easy. You keep your balance
Great.
and stay on top, but you do
Hell
take
yeah.
the damage.
Okay.
Way to go.
And that is going to be back to Mort.
Mort's gonna do what he's gonna do. I'll take another full action attack. That's a 3. Great.
Great.
I guess the first
For
one.
15,
That's a 19. Plus 12.
31.
Yeah, that hits. For sure.
6, 7 plus 19 is at
Say it again.
32.
Yeah.
You said wait, no.
Is it 6, 7, and
No. It's 7 plus 19.
26.
26 for his hit. And that'll be his turn.
Big iron on his hit.
Okay, hang on. It's time for me to just do a little math check in here.
Get hit, man.
Great. Good. Math breakover. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Eek and Woot's turn. Now that your crisis is done, they're off to
Yes.
save the day somewhere else.
Okay, bye.
They're gonna go back into the pipe and head back over here.
No,
to
it's the worst
continue
place you can
what
go.
They were doing. Over here. And it's gonna be Captain Levi Hart's turn. Captain is gonna take a shot.
You have to be
Is he
a
good?
at a time like this.
Captain missing one arm.
No.
Oh.
Captain's gonna miss.
Right.
Captain's not having a great day, gang. That's gonna be Jaddy's turn.
Okay, well, I might be stupid enough, but I noticed that he did try to hit me with the pipe. I would like to push the pipe and hit him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's stupid at
You
all.
know,
Yeah.
I learning on my feet. So using athletics, I'll just push the pipe back.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 plus
Well, we can oppose. So
impose.
oppose meaning
Oppose.
like he still, even though that's a low roll, he still needs to roll to beat it.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Well,
no
you're still.
chance.
What is it? So you're
Okay,
still
so-
shoving it into him, so you might still do damage.
Yeah.
But like whatever might be a second, because your athletics was to hold on and like to stay on the ship.
Yeah.
So would this potentially shove it away from the pipe?
That's what we're gonna roll
Okay,
to
got
see.
it,
We're
got
gonna
it, got it,
find
got it.
out.
I get
So
18 total.
18 total. Okay.
But you might still actually still do damage.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yay.
Wow, we actually don't have like the athletics ability, so we have no +1 to this and
hell
are
yeah.
gonna fall over. Roll me damage on for an unarmed.
Yeah, they're too
Okay.
used to the water. They're like, whoa.
So my unarmed
Is
is
D3, I think, plus
just-
damage.
yeah,
rolls.
Okay, okay. That's fine. That's
but plus your regular
So
damage.
done.
Though,
Oh, so
you-
2 plus 15.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 17 damage total.
Nice, beautiful.
As an anchor, you should.
And it falls down, and as it falls down on its side, it looks to be like really vulnerable. Like its like legs start kind of like panic flailing everywhere. It is unable to assess this situation.
This is your moment.
Oh, like a cockroach.
Okay, and that's gonna be Dramine.
Anybody else wonder what the two guys do in the tank?
More is just like,
I'm just
shut up.
gonna. You know what? I don't like what they're doing in there. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now, so he's flailing. It's off kilter.
Yeah, it looks like desperate. It doesn't understand
Got it.
the position it's in right now.
Now, would this be considered anything as an extra for my attack?
You can take advantage if you shoot from here.
Thank God. It's an 18 plus 13 for a 31.
Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
Beautiful. Can I borrow your D12 again?
Yeah, you should take this one. Oh, your D20. Never mind.
God, nothing
Good
made
luck.
me happier than
You
tell
What
What
a,
a-
what a,
D12?
what a.
They're more common than you think.
So that's an 11 plus 13. So for 24 damage. 24
Damn.
damage. I'm like,
24.
ah, great, I got the soft side of the shell.
Yeah. You pour bullets into this thing. It looks to be taking more damage now. It looks to just be like just you're tearing holes in this thing, and it continues to flail about. It looks like it is struggling and nearly dead. At
So
this
I
point.
like, even though comms are muted for one person, I'm like, you definitely want to go over there and hit it now. It looks like it's really weak. Oh, nothing.
Next on
Tired of
to-
myself.
What are you up to?
Yeah, so obviously we know it's vulnerable here, but I am fascinated on the monitor as it's shown its underbelly. So can I check life science for like
Oh.
the actual like highlighted kill shot zone or any kind of even more weakness
Absolutely.
on the creatures?
Yeah, make a life science check.
Okay, that's 15
Total?
total. Yeah, I rolled pretty low.
Okay. It looks like these things.
Hard restart.
These things, although you noticed earlier that they're aquatic, they're
Yeah.
built for aquatic life. They've been able to come out on land.
Mm-hmm.
It does not look like that is kind to them.
Mm-hmm.
It does not look like that's what they're meant for. And this thing falling over, like, is trying. It looks like it's trying to swim away. Like
Okay.
in the position that it's in, like that's what it would do. And it does not know, like it does not look like it knows how to get back up on its feet upright.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all you can deduce from this. You can still move, and if you wanted to take any other like action besides just observing, I would allow that too.
Okay. I think. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna try to see through the crack here, and get a glimpse to see this creature's a little bit different, to see if there's a weak spot specific to this one as well.
Okay.
Having seen a similar creature, is there one over here?
Make me another
Yeah,
life
yeah.
science. Let's see.
That's a 22.
Okay. Seeing it now, upright, they have like a little bit of an exoskeleton on the outside. Like underneath, like just where their like legs and tentacles meet their body is fleshy and gooey and looks super vulnerable.
Sure. Put that in some boiling water. You can get that.
I say, Captain, if we can get these giants off kilter, they don't know what to do. Turn them upside down and right side forward and whatever else. I don't know what his voice is doing.
I love right side forward.
Next one too, are you alright? Could you maybe be more specific? Is there any specific information that you just learned from some sort of knowledge roll that you might like to share with us?
Well, if we can use physics effectively, we may be able to get them, upside down, and they'll be completely discombobulated.
Excellent work.
Knock them on their ass.
Thank you.
But in space, so are you really on your ass?
I guess it's kind of,
Hey everyone, Nexon 2 says we should knock these things over. So, let's do that, okay? Captain out.
I say, roger that.
Feedback from
It's our soldier's turn to go. He is going to fire a shot. Nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
I don't trust it. Nat 20 in the back of the head of the captain. Just scar faces him. No!
He fires off the shot. It like lands and like does a tiny nick of damage, and this like soldier like takes a couple of steps back and is like, Captain, I'm sorry. And like leans into the microphone, into his badge, and is like, I don't think we're gonna kill these things. I think it's time to say goodbye. And you hear over an unfamiliar voice over the comms says, thought that was the plan to begin with. Get our boys home. And he says, all right. And he's gonna start to head back this way.
As he does, always say, hey, don't move a muscle. Hey, wait. Stop.
Would you like to be intimidating or persuasive?
That's a good question. My charisma stinks. They're both -1. So I'm gonna try my best to intimidate with my little injection syringe gun.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't stop moving, I'm gonna inject you.
It's gonna be action time. You better look out.
Actually, that is.
You know? Yeah. Okay, that's an 8.
He's in jeans.
Oh, it's an 8.
That's an -1. That's
He
an 8.
doesn't even turn around.
Gotcha.
Excuse me, did you hear me?
He did.
That thing takes off. My guns are gonna train on that thing so quick. Absolutely not.
It is the Hydra's turn.
Oh.
They are going to. This one is going to try to fully pry open this door
Yeah, come
and
inside.
snag the captain.
Oh man.
Huh? Yeah, that's going to hit.
Oh.
Oh no, I guess I gotta be the
I
captain.
guess no. I guess I'm the captain now.
I don't know about that.
Listen, I think engineers are both barred back.
I feel like barback is a very treasured position for quite a long time.
I'm alive.
Oh,
Got it.
sorry. We're talking about a different
I'm not
captain.
happy, and I'm bleeding pretty bad, and I could use a drink.
Yeah,
or
we
some
were
help,
talking.
but like,
We were talking about a different captain.
Yeah, we were talking about Captain Morgan.
that's real comforting. This one over here is going to try at disadvantage to figure out how to get up,
Damn straight.
and is not going to.
Yeah.
Continues to flail on the ground there. And we are going to be back at Mort. Mort, what do you want to do?
Same thing he always does.
Yeah.
Full attack. Wrong. This is the wrong dice. That's a D12. That's an 11 plus 12, 22. 23.
23 hits.
Alright, so 23, we understand that now.
Let's see, that's a 2, that's 8. 8 plus 19,
27.
27.
If it's a plus 19, it's always going to be 20 something.
Nice. All right. This thing is looking seriously hurt and is going to take
Oh.
Oh.
for next time.
Well, I still got one more attack, so hold on.
Oh, that's right. You do.
15 plus 12.
What is
A
it?
number that hits. Thank you.
I got you,
Alright.
man.
One
Oh
more
my God,
time.
it's math
All
time.
sixes. Alright, 1 6. I'll take it. 10, 29.
Ooh. This thing starts to scream and scream. Blood is
Oil,
now
fat,
coming out
shrimp.
of its mouth. That blue ichor sprays and gets all over you. It is sticky and actually has a slight cooling sensation as it lands on you.
Yeah, we got some Ben Gay up here.
Hey! Some
Alright.
Tiger Bomb in space. You know what?
Is that your turn?
That would be my turn.
Look, you have cold resistance, right?
Yeah, I have cold resistance.
Got it.
Plus, you know. a
So
bunch of other stuff.
if that's gonna
Yeah.
carry over, maybe that'll be okay.
Eek and Woot.
They're shooting at the creature.
From inside the fucking
They're
engine
outside of the
thing?
pipe.
Yeah, they're helping.
They're not outside of the pipes. I thought they were in the pipes.
They're inside that thing.
They're inside.
They're
this
inside that thing. There's
Yeah,
no way
it's
for
like
me
a
to
little-
show that, but they're inside.
They're
of it.
inside. Yeah. So I'm asking what they're doing in there.
Well, would you like to find out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Overcomes you hear.
I just wish you had like something more than this.
Got it. Okay? Understood.
What? Here? And a sound of whooshing air like escapes the pipes and fills the entire space station. You take one deep breath and
You're not supposed to breathe it in.
and everybody has an added D6 to their next skill check or attack roll.
Including
Cool.
the outside.
Nope.
What about me
Everybody
as
else
the
inside.
android?
You. Oh no, it'll still affect you.
Okay.
Because you still do ingest it.
Okay.
Yeah.
A mist. A cooling mist.
Somebody's
Somebody sprayed Febreze at you.
Somebody activated one of his computer fans.
Oh man.
That was their turn. Captain Levi is going to take a shot.
You got this.
No, he does not.
All right.
Captain is not doing great, to be honest. From the captain, it is you.
Oh no.
No, sorry. It is Jaddy, yes.
Okay.
Jaddy and then Drummy.
So I will come back over and I can hit him or melee attack him.
Okay.
So I'm able to use a d6 with this roll, or is this only for attack?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can use a D6.
Just to be
Yeah.
safe.
Sure, yeah.
Last time it didn't so work out.
Would it only be on
Oh.
checks, or would it also be able to be used on damage?
No, just for the attack roll
Cool.
itself.
No, you're-
However, you are outside of the building, so you actually don't get that.
But
You don't get hit with the oxygen.
Would they get advantage because it's
But it's prone, so you do get advantage. So no d6, but you get to roll 2 d20s and take the
great.
higher roll.
Nice.
That's awesome. Let's go. Okay,
Nice.
great. 19.
Hell yeah.
Hell
plus,
yeah.
Like 15, so it's gonna
34.
yes.
Nice.
And so for that one, that was gonna be the weapon thing. I need 2d6.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. This is like the scimitar thing.
Oh, actually 3d6. So I'll
Nice.
just roll
Yeah,
one more.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
12 plus 15 is
Holy
27.
sh! What is
Yes,
it?
27. Why are you so good at math?
I'm only good at the addition things.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Somebody's got to be.
I'm not like I couldn't like do long. Well, I can do long, but I just mean
Stop showing off.
I once you get to geometry, I'm like, why would I solve for x? It doesn't matter. And that was
We're tangenting.
Yeah.
you do
I stick
you
to
do
my
you do
fingers.
solve for x in geometry.
But yeah, 27.
For the hypotenuse.
Yeah, so I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I guess. I was a theater
I
major.
feel like
don't know.
what I feel like. Well, we both were.
Are you gonna stay there?
Yeah,
Okay.
still
Business
stick over
majors
there.
with
Excellent.
no math experience would like.
Yeah.
Dremmy.
Well. Let's see.
You want to know how to get this?
Or I could steal the kill
Or you
from. No. We're gonna attack this one because I still feel like the pipes are a necessary thing to protect. I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Plus oxygen for everybody.
Right in action, you should be
Yeah.
Valid action.
I mean, I'm considering it, but
Turn the
no,
power
I'm
off.
gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna shoot the downed enemy because I just want to get him off the board.
Okay.
So 16 plus 13, 29.
Hits. Yeah.
That's going to be less damage than usual. That is only going to be a 15
Okay.
points of damage.
This thing is actively like hemorrhaging out onto the floor. It's not doing well either. All right, we're gonna go to next one too.
So if I don't move here, can I do 2 actions, like 2
could
shots
do
or something?
You can do a full action, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm running out of my biohacks, but I'm gonna ready one. I'm gonna say, "It's hack." No, don't jinx it. And I'm gonna try to do one at range where I have to fire it to try to inhibit. It's one of my inhibitors now.
Yes.
To shoot at this thing.
Okay, great.
So good.
Well, where did my? Oh no, I'm clicking things. Let's
When the
see.
game becomes real life.
Every time.
So this is a modified 20.
Okay, great.
That's up for that would be a ranged attack then actually.
Oh,
so,
but a modified 20 is not gonna be
yeah.
enough to hit.
Okay.
Wait, but don't you have the D6?
I do
You
have
do?
the D6.
You do!
You need at least a 3 is what we
I
need.
got a 6.
Yes!
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is this will inhibit its AC -2.
Perfect.
Holy smokes.
That's amazing. for you.
Excellent. So it's gonna be down to a 21 now.
And so I just go, and then it's like, and so some of its regular injection ammo happens, and I'm gonna just fire a regular range shot. Is that
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just firing for damage here. So now that's a 24 base.
Hits.
Where are my weapons at? Okay, 1.
Where are my weapons at?
Where are my weapons at? Probably behind the bar. Right?
Probably behind the bar, yeah.
D8.
Actually, mine's right here.
Here it is.
I don't know. We've never seen you use it.
9, 10,
11. 11. And I'll make this painful injection so it gets lodged in deeper. So that's an extra 2 damage. So we're talking 13.
Yeah, that's pretty horrible.
Not not the amount of damage. The
This is a horrible
getting
thing
hurt.
you just said.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would like for you to tell me?
Yes?
Is what it looks like
Yeah.
when
Healed the
this thing goes down. When Nexon 2 kills this thing.
Basically,
Whoa.
it's almost. Are you okay?
You alright, Martin?
It's almost like he's like playing the BA soldier role that his companions are. So he like takes a knee on the shot. He's doing like the movie moment. He's like, And then like
It like shoots over the cabin.
shoot right
Past the captain.
And then from there I just kind of like drop the weapon like and then I immediately start logging my observations of the Icarus. Some of it's like spilling onto me like
Yeah, it's like spilling into the
Right.
ship.
As soon
Yeah.
as the gravity takes over.
right. I'm taking out some kind of device for like snapping photos like holy smoke, little selfie.
Yeah, this guy.
I'm like ecstatic. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, it does go down. And dies there.
Sprays the
On the-
cabin.
Sprays the cabin.
Absolutely sprays
Some
it.
of it gets inside the cabin hole. Some more gets on you. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
And there is still fully a hole in the wall here.
Right.
But the thing is dead.
Yes. I say huzzah.
Huzzah!
Our agents are gonna go.
Huzzah!
Cowards.
yeah.
And the escape pod begins to fire up and take off.
No.
It is going to detach and leave.
Oh,
Shoot it!
no.
It's getting out of there.
This guy's just floating.
Yeah,
They left me.
Yeah,
I got tired of putting them
Yeah,
inside of the thing.
Short-lived, huh?
And then we are going to be back to Mort. Mort, this thing
Defeated.
lays dead in front of you.
Melancholy defeated. They stole my kill.
If only you could fly. You could
If
go
only I
after
could
the
fly.
Escape pod.
I guess I'm gonna run.
How terrifying! Just like
I told them. You have me to fear next.
Let me see. Oh boy, I think I'll take the run action, and so I can make it all the way over there. I think.
Oh, hell yeah. And if you want to, you can run through this crack in the door
Yeah.
to make your distance shorter.
well, there's no
Is there? Oh,
exit
is that
on
an
this
open?
side.
Oh, you want to go on, I'm sorry, you want to go like
On
up
top,
here
yeah,
and on
yeah,
top?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We got
Then
a little bumped, so some things were.
Then you can take the full running action and get over here if you wanted to. But then you can't do anything when you get here.
Yeah, that's fine. 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see. Eek and Woot have done their jobs, so they're gonna go.
How did they do?
They're gonna go.
They did
They're
everything.
gonna go to the
They
bar and
did
get
Pipes,
drunk.
man.
God damn it!
They're gonna get wasted.
Hey, don't get the top shelf.
They're taking the good stuff.
No!
And that's gonna be to Captain Levi, who
Not my paycheck.
no longer has to do this, but is gonna try to fix this somehow, or to try to at least like pull it closed
Yeah.
enough to hopefully delay how much air is leaving
Would
the cabin.
he like be saying this on comms? or
Yeah,
anything?
yeah, he'll.
I can let him know that
Narrate what's happening.
I am now full of graviton energy, so I can actually help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, please do.
I just meant like him doing whatever he's doing, but I'm probably gonna leave the gun then.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's good. We definitely don't want all the air to leave the ship, especially not after Nexon 2 worked so hard to get the oxygen back online. His first attempt is not going to go very well. He can't really do this alone. So that's going to be to Jetty.
Okay. Well, last time worked pretty well, so I'll go for that again. And the guy's still prone, so I get to roll twice for hitting?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nice.
15 plus 12.
27.
27. So I'll go in and hit that guy again with.
You said it was 3d6, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oops, give me another one. So
5 plus
5
15.
plus 15 is 20.
Nice.
Hit him again.
He is so hurt that if you are to do nothing, he is going to die in the next next few minutes. He is just actively he's not taking any action. He's about to die. Do you want to continue wailing on him?
Yeah, I have a shield bash too.
Okay.
Yeah, for a full round,
I'm
yeah,
not
might
Yeah,
as
might
well.
as well.
Yeah.
So
If you don't do it, I'm gonna do
do
it.
I get to roll twice again for a shield bash, or is it just like one?
Yeah, you
Okay.
everything is
Okay,
an
great.
advantage because he's prone.
Okay, so that's 15 plus 14 is
29.
That'll hit.
enough, and then we'll do. Oh, it's just a 1d3 plus 15, so.
What does
18.
the shield bash look like? Exactly.
Give
I
him the
take-
chair.
I take out this shield.
Kind of like a riot shield, so yeah.
Pretty excited to finally use it. It's finally hitting, and I go in and get this guy, and I say, and I get on the speaker at the same time. I'm like, "You coward soldiers! We're absolutely fine here. I'm coming after you guys next." And then I let the comms on while I bash this thing so
Yeah.
you can hear the noise of like the creature dying.
Yeah, just like that. That's
No
beautiful.
ice cream anymore.
Dremmy, we're technically not in initiative anymore.
Well,
I get it.
as Dremmy was sitting on the machine and spinning around, he's like, "Oh, it's gonna be great when when the air is back and I can do something." Because his solar power, his solar manifestation has grown and grown and grown. And as soon as combat's over,
Let me
well,
go.
but I'm gonna run. And I'm like, all right. Ah, no! No, please stop! No! Oh, I gotta help out here.
Yeah.
So he takes his solar manifestation, this little mote of light,
Yeah.
and it turns into this like blue, this really interestingly like sort of like I guess I was kind of picturing like a one-sided blade, so much like a katana or like scimitars are.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
like a katana, and he like takes it out, and it's just this shimmering light, and he just starts to like
Well,
weld the wall of this like with like the solar heat photon energy.
Is that something you normally have to roll for, or is that just kind of a thing you can
The weapon I don't have to roll for, and it's also just like the manifestation of the weapon. I was saying you could make me roll anything you would like me to roll to see how good of a job I'm doing.
Let's see,
It's just that
let's
it's like
take an engineer.
I'm just trying to like I'm just trying to like
Yeah.
fuse whatever's being pulled together so that we can help like cauterize
Yeah.
the station's wound.
Let's roll engineering for me to see how good you
Fantastic.
know how to weld the
Good
wall.
thing I'm an Ahsoki because I get a +2, and it's a good thing my intelligence is a 1 because now all I'm getting is a 3.
Oh my god.
Nat 20
Oh
right
my
now.
god.
But we're also gonna roll the d6 on there. 'Cause I think that's my other one. Yikes. Well, that's a 3 and a 3 and a 3, so that's gonna be a 9.
Oh boy.
Okay. So the wall searing happens, and it's gonna attach. Like not perfect.
Yeah.
And it's gonna look a little ugly. And there's a couple of spots where there's like a whistling. But it's more together than it was before.
As I let the moat go and it goes to like circling back above my head, I'm like, well, I'm not in the union, so like I shouldn't have been doing this in the first place. So just don't tell anybody I did it this way.
No, of course not. Is everybody all right? Is everybody okay? Have we lost
Hell out of
anyone?
here! Sorry.
Drink?
Drink.
Yeah. You earned it, whatever you did. I don't know what it was. It seems weird.
Oh, I guess they patched our way inside.
No,
Yeah.
you can still go in here.
Yeah, we're
How'd you get outside?
The slow, long
Yeah, you
walk
can
back
make
to
your
the
way in.
barracks.
We'll
Alright.
come back then. Everything's good.
Did anybody catch what happened to the soldiers?
Those cowards got the hell out of here the second they could. I always knew something was up with them. I didn't know anything. You knew.
The two of you can roll me insight or insight's wrong. I know
Sense
Starfinder.
motive?
Sense motive.
Oh,
Sense motive.
Is there a sense motive?
I am
Yes,
very,
there is.
very bad at that.
Boss, if you want, I can get on the guns again. But take care of them.
Well, why take care of them?
Those cowards left.
I'm just saying. I just say what I say. I'm not. You don't have to. It's fine.
No witnesses.
Yeah, I rolled a 10, and you just see like a sketch of the guy's visor. And I was like, with my notes, I was like, I don't see anything here about motive and escape. I'm not sure.
You are also able to make a sense.
Oh, I
If you
can.
would like to.
Great. I have a plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16, 26.
Yeah. The way they were talking on those comms is not just about them running away. When they get back to the station, something is going to happen to this space station.
Oh no!
Somebody is going to attack this space station. It is going to be destroyed by some means.
I think I say that I'm like looking to the captain, looking to my fellow crewmates, and I'm like, there's a couple of, there's a time of night around 3 a.m. where every bar has to start calculating who's still there and why they're there and for what purpose that they're there, right?
Mhm.
I think we're at that point. Boss, I gotta ask you, how desperately do you want to stay in this station?
This is my assignment. My assignment is to populate this planet. We must do this work. This is deeply important to me and to all of us.
Yeah, well, they just seem to have a very different kind of attitude about it. I don't think they're gonna let us. Well, if we stay here, we're done for.
You mean to say they plan to?
Hurt us and the station and potentially everything around it? Yeah, I don't think they want this to go through for whatever reason. So, how long? I guess this is more of an outside question. How long would it take for somebody to arrive in this sector? Like conceptually, would we be able to like put any conjecture as to how quickly somebody would be able to get here?
Yeah, they could get to like the space station in a matter of hours. And when they got there, if they do intend on just like bombing the place, it will be no time at all.
Okay.
Well, all right, hang on. Full crew immediately. Center console, and calls everybody to arrive.
Yeah.
All right, celebration time.
Woo! Somebody
Ice
got
cream!
that shit going.
Yeah, so I put on I put on decidedly not Usher, but thinking it's Usher.
Skip man just coming in.
Kind of sounds like him.
Luda.
Put on genuine.
Hey, same
Not
kind of
bad.
dance pops out.
That's not bad. All right. You all know the situation. In a couple of hours, the escape pod will arrive at the station, and they will promptly destroy everything here. There are no more escape pods. The sun is broken, and there are probably more of those things out there.
Yeah.
So we will not survive. There are not enough suits for us to survive. Any other ideas?
I put a gun to his head. Take your suit off.
Oh. You gotta already have a suit. What do you need another suit for?
I need one for my buddy. Next song. Take your suit off, Cap.
I think I'll be okay.
I thought we were in the brainstorming
I have
Let's just take a second. I love the can. I honestly taking out a weapon and brandishing it, love it. But perhaps.
Interesting.
Well, I just think it's a cool idea.
Okay.
I
Don't
know
worry,
if
I have
agree with it.
hacks.
Could we move the station?
The station is stationary.
Stationary.
I'm sorry.
Hence, take your suit off.
All right.
Again, I think that is a little.
Were there any other ideas?
Captain looks like he's dying. Anybody
There's
have
three.
What
any-
about
There's three.
Brain Boy over here?
Next song, what you got?
Start
Facing
calculating.
total annihilation from
And mutiny.
I don't need to know
Starfleet
statistics.
grade weaponry.
I take them again. I like circle a mode down, and I'm like, so we could. So the sun's out. Could we supercharge the sun? Could we look, I am not the smartest person in the world. I at least know polarities and how the solar entities like to talk to each other. Maybe we could somehow accelerate a supernova type endeavor.
This
Well,
is math check
the
out.
sun is off. At the
I'm just saying
moment.
we go in and we just, we
We
push
have to
the
get to the
emergency
sun.
We
breaker
would
and
have
we
to
put
get to
her
the
back
sun.
out.
We are grounded, unfortunately,
Tough time.
with no getaway pod.
Okay.
We could try communicating with them.
With the people who want to kill us?
I mean,
Not
so far the
disagreeing,
ideas are I die.
Yeah, that one is pretty extreme, but I think it's not bad.
It's not bad. Soup for you. Soup for you.
I'm merely from
Oh man! So if we give you a suit, will you just join in on our mutiny?
Well, how do we get out of... Here's the problem with your plan. We're all in suits. They come in, they blow it up. Now we're in space in
Next up.
suits. For what purpose? Ooh, actually, there is actually a good idea there, now that I think about it. If one of us could somehow exist without a suit for a degree of time, or maybe we could create a makeshift whatever, they could come in, blow it up, we steal the escape pod, we leave, and then they're stranded here? Is that a thing? Can we do that? Can we perform a Trojan horse on them?
You are under the impression that they are not coming back here to blow this place up. They are just gonna
Oh,
throw bombs.
Great. Then, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
I guess we gotta
Man,
talk
I don't
to
know.
them.
Yeah, I think you're right. At that point, it really is just a...
Who can
Diplomacy.
survive the longest?
How
out
does
there?
that work?
Diplomacy.
Look, I've broken up a couple of bar fights in my time. If anybody wants me with a +5 charisma to be the one
Oh,
to
you
talk
have a
to
plus
them,
5 charisma?
and I have a +13 to bluff and diplomacy.
So maybe you should get on.
What the hell are you all talking about?
What are you-
Am I dying?
Yes.
He's
Looking at the captain as
coughing
he's
up
gooey.
blood.
I have some rapport with these soldiers. I got one of them to turn back for a second.
Get on the
Oh,
comms.
that's what that was. Yeah.
Came back for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something I could say to cool off their jets. Obviously, we've
Literal
taken these
jets.
guys
Literal
down.
jets.
We've got more knowledge than they do how to take it down. That soldier couldn't do anything. He shot it. It was like really bad.
All right.
It was kind of pathetic.
We know their weaknesses. We can help.
Look, I need to patch myself up, and maybe I'll die anyway. But I trust you with this. So please, you all.
Yeah, we
figure
want you
out
to be healthy,
We
Cap.
want you to be healthy, Captain.
Someone put the captain on suicide watch.
Suicide watch.
maybe I
I'm
won't-
being actively headhunted by my own.
I will go with you to watch you. Don't worry about
No,
it.
oh no, I don't know about that.
Assassination watch is a little bit more...
Yeah, Captain's gonna just start patching
Patching,
himself
alright.
up, and it is up to you if you want to make this connection.
Go ahead.
Does anybody... I guess my... slightly out of character for a second. Is there... Again, I technically... I do have, 13s in diplomacy and that kind of stuff. So, if there is a need for someone to help enact the vocalization of stuff, I'm more than happy to
Take
do
your
it.
shot.
But is there something that we want to try to get out of this? Obviously living. But the captain is talking about it in a way where it's doesn't want the work he's been doing to go to waste. And I guess what I'm trying to say is do we trust that they're not just going to... What are we trying to achieve with this diplomacy as opposed beyond... If we're trying to do anything beyond just living?
I can't see a world where we are doing anything beyond just living.
Well, yeah. Well, we know how to take these things down. We found out their weaknesses.
Yeah.
And they don't know that. I
Yeah.
just like what I just said because the soldier, when he shot it, he
Sorry, I did
wasn't
miss
good
that.
at it,
Sorry.
and then he left.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have that where we have insider
True.
knowledge.
The weakness, the weak points that you have been able to figure out do mean that we have a higher chance of, if this station continued to exist, to just fend these things off easier.
Yeah.
And the only reason the power shut off was because
It was a fluke. It was some fluke.
That was weird. I
So
don't know.
it's some.
Weird thing.
It must have
Did
been
anybody know why that happened? Does anybody?
Why would they want to blow the station up in the first place? VA8 of all stations, specifically.
I mean, you got me. That actually is the. And I suppose
It
that's
just
what
doesn't make any sense.
I suppose that's what I'm also trying to say. Is like, do we want to try to, grift them for information? Do we want to try to like strong arm this as a situation, or are we just trying to live right now? Because I know one side I'm on is I'd like, as the only person in this room who can't survive the vacuum of space in the current moment, I'd like to survive the vacuum of space.
Well, I think we say that the monster's blood is oil and move from there.
Well, actually, that's a good point.
Oil rush.
That's a good point. Do you have any time? Do we have any time to? I mean, like, again, you had said. Do we factor in the thought that like we have enough time to maybe do an analysis on whatever this goop is
Sure. Yeah.
before they would like?
There's some time.
Okay. Well, I could at least try to hail them, get in touch with them, and start to start a conversation. If you could. Maybe look into this goop.
Do you think the goop would be valuable to these?
Well, that would be the question, right? Like, what if it's? I mean, it feels. I touch it. I'm like, ooh, that's cool to touch.
Do you eat it?
Yes, immediately.
Oh, great. There's our diplomat.
Well, there goes our diplomat.
Okay.
Oh
Alright.
boy.
Well, if we want to go the intimidation route, I got us too.
Yes,
So we're on the
let's
phone
get them
with
to bomb us harder.
I'd like you to make a reflex save.
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I wish I was still in my. What had a +1, +2. All right, reflex is. It's 14.
Okay. You throw it.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's clearly oil.
Ah.
It's very volatile. It does not. It tastes so pungent and horrible. It is something's blood, essentially.
I'm noting all of this. Yes.
Take it to the other room and do something with it.
Take it to the other room. It's everywhere. Can't mop it up.
I'm saying like, take the sample that you would need to evaluate.
Yes, of course. I have all I need. Thank you.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Andrew's just developing new emotions.
But again, like maybe it is valuable. Maybe it is something worth something to them. But even then, we can at least, to your point, we have the beginning knowledge of, we know how to take care of these creatures. And if the whole point is to, eventually terraform this planet, as long as it comes through its full process, perhaps these creatures can be a domesticated force within that planet.
I believe we might be overcomplicating this.
I'm saying we start small, but we should at least evaluate the blood. That's what
Yes.
Well, I'll take some back to the lab. So I'll bring it over here. I'll put it in the test tube, and I'm also gonna look through like the research logs, like with like a hyper search thing where I can filter for any sort of like unregistered communication or some evidence for like why the higher ups would like want to blow this place up. If I can do that with computers or something.
So okay.
Yeah. So do you want to study the goop first, or do you want to?
Sure. Let's get a read on the goop.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an 18 that I got.
Okay. This goop appears to have the potential to have medicinal properties.
Oh, okay. Well, I got my little medicine backpack here, so I put it
Yep.
right in there.
As far as trying to glean why
They would have wanted to.
they would want to destroy this place. Can you make a diplomacy check for me?
Oh dear. I can certainly try. That's a 6.
That would be so weird. Yeah, it would be super weird for them to want to do this.
I come on, I say, you know what I was thinking? It would be so strange if they wanted to do this.
I look up at you. I just.
I thought about it, and that's the conclusion I came to. What a strange situation we're in.
I go to the computer. I'm like,
It's the only thing I can come up with.
did you find
Oh,
it?
and this is medicine too, even though you vomited.
I vomit from all medicine. And I put the cigar back in my mouth.
I'm gonna go check on the captain to see how he's doing because I did see him get sprayed.
Yeah.
I'm following Mort if I
That's
go
fine.
to see and check
Holy
with the
hands.
captain.
Yeah,
Holy hands.
the
I'm not
captain
holding
is
hands
staying.
anymore.
The captain
You're
is
a
staying
mutant.
where the
Oh, yeah, you're
largest
right.
group of people are.
Yeah, I mean, also, you followed the captain. You're
No,
like,
no, no, I'm just
how are
keeping
you
an
doing?
eye.
Captain's like, okay,
You good? You good?
Uh-huh.
All right.
You're not feeling any strange?
Not feeling any alien symptoms?
I'm just gonna
They're drinking his blood.
step in between these two.
He actually does appear to be healing up.
Oh,
Oh.
great.
So it was Tiger Bomb all along.
You're not supposed to ingest it. It's
Right,
a,
it's
it's
topical.
a ball.
Topical.
like it's a Bengay.
There you go. We got the new source of Bengay in space.
Great. I am. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You were telling everybody what was
Nope.
going on.
That's it. I was just saying the captain stays near everybody as
Understood.
much as possible.
Well, then I'll go ahead and hail whoever the contact we have that these guys would have been attached to. Correct? Like, is that
Yeah.
that would be more where I'm trying to get to?
Mhm.
And I'm going to try to keep things civil. We're going to keep things in a diplomacy or in a diplomatic approach.
Yeah. All right. What do you say when you reach out?
Hello. This is us at Station VA8. This is Barback.
You demoted yourself.
Barback. Well, after today's fiasco, it's gonna need a lot of cleaning. Barback bouncer Dremmy, reporting in. Just wanted to talk to you about a couple of events that happened today, and as well as the complete evacuation of your guard team. That seemed very alarming. If you could reach back out to me at your earliest convenience, I'd appreciate that.
You get an answer immediately back.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Yes. Barback and Bouncer
Yeah.
Remy, is it?
Yes.
Yes. And I do apologize for the ugliness of this situation.
I don't know. You
See-
can't control how ugly those things are.
Well, our presence on the station was to ensure that there were no complications, and that should there any complications arise,
Right.
that we should
Step in
abandon
and do
the
something about
project.
it. Oh,
Mhm.
abandon the project. Got
Yes, of
it.
course.
So that was definitely not communicated towards us. And on
That's
this side.
none of your business, really. That's our position.
Oh, right. Okay.
And so, since the ship was compromised and
It's not compromised
Understood.
anymore.
well, we won't be able to get the moon fixed for another couple of days.
You mean the sun?
Son, that's what I said.
I mean, if something's wrong with the moon, we gotta take
The
care of that
moon's
too.
fine.
I just,
The
I'm
moon's
trying
fine.
to see. Oh, okay,
Moon's
the moon's
fine.
fine.
It's
Great.
the sun.
It's the sun.
But the
okay.
sun won't be fixed for another couple of days. By then, your supply will likely go out anyway.
Well, you can always just bring the escape pod back, and then we could also leave, and then the supplies would be fine. And additionally, we actually found some interesting discoveries. Number one, an easier way to deal with these technically not displayed threats before the job was posted, right? Like these were unknown threats to us, but we've since evaluated them, understood their weaknesses. Additionally, we also found that incredibly their goop. I don't know the scientific word for it, but it's goop.
That's the right term. That's the right
Oh,
term.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody can hear this. I think everybody can participate in this
It's
call.
also
if you'd like.
it's like I had it on comms, and then everybody starts saying it's like, yeah, I just think that the goop is also a very important thing. It has what did you say, medicinal qualities or properties that, given time or
Indeed.
or pointed focus could potentially actually be a great find. And so, you might lose out a little bit in the next few days, but what you could gain, I think, is actually actively more worth it in this endeavor, because it'll take a couple of days to get the sun back. And look how much we could farm these things for the next few days if you helped us get the. I'm sure all of us involved would be happy to continue to show our services towards your very benign company.
Plus, look at the captain. He was at the point of death, and now he's
doing great.
You're telling us the captain is alive
Yes.
Oh yes,
and doing well?
Yes.
fantastically.
We rubbed some of that goop on him.
Well, it kind of got the goop
It got on
him,
him, but yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah. After it slammed him against the wall.
And it kind of almost ripped his throat out. But
Yeah, that's true.
Captain, say something.
No. Actually, I don't want him to talk. He's good.
What?
He's got to rest. I'm saying he should take his rest. Please talk about it.
Let the captain talk.
Captain is terrified right now. He's rubbing more of the goo everywhere, trying to heal as fast as possible.
Incredible.
Before the crew kills him.
I'm not saying kill. I'm saying he's doing great.
Captain, talk. Don't talk, Captain. Don't say a word, Captain.
Rest. He needs his rest.
Captain, you speak. Don't you shut up, Captain.
Say something.
All right. I want both of you to make persuasion checks. If anybody else wants to say something, you can also participate.
Diplomacy, correct?
Diplomacy? Alright.
Yeah.
It's diplomacy for everyone then?
Yeah.
Okay. And I also promised an ice cream party for this. So
Do you have ice cream provisions on
Oh,
board?
I've got a stack on. I always got that
That's a swell.
ice cream.
We got a Slurpee machine for the for the bar, so it kind of could be multi-purposed. So that is a 21 for me.
Nice.
Also 21.
12.
It's not bad. Would you like to say anything?
I'm not feeling confident in my diplomacy. I'm just kind of nodding at everyone else.
Okay.
There was
very
one
good,
moment where he helped.
Inspiration.
No, I kind of just chime in with affirmative.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
Agreed.
The captain got a 4, but
All right. Here's what I can do. We don't have to blow the station up if it's not compromised anymore, as you say.
no, tip-top shape.
But we won't be returning until we know it's safe. So, while we repair the moon,
The sun.
sun, the sun, I know the
Who said
story
that?
I wrote.
Listen, this is probably a lot of contracts on this guy's list. I don't know if we should be too nitpicky about.
Right. This is the
VAH
sun place.
is the
Yeah,
bar,
the sun place. Ooh, I almost nuked the wrong planet. Really rough. Phew. Okay. So what I can do is not blow the station up. I will, however, not be returning until the sun has been fully repaired and everything else is fully operational. At that point, me and my crew will return to you and continue to keep the guard. Until then, I wish you luck surviving.
Do you think that upon additional parts of luck that you could maybe send a hull repair kit? Call in. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
We don't need luck. We just need science.
I got
Yes.
I return to the.
Don't touch the
science
computer.
Oh, I'm gonna touch.
Oh no.
Were you rolling for something?
No.
Oh, okay. I was curious.
Is there power and stuff to this sun here as well, or is that
You
elsewhere?
have backup. You have backup power for now.
Okay.
So, to see how this epilogue will go,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
everybody can take one action to try to prepare this station to survive until the sun is fixed, which is in 5 days. And all your generators will last you, as of right now, probably about 2 days.
Okay, so we gotta do whatever we can to keep the air going at least.
Yep.
We can survive with minimal food and water. It's a good thing we got so
I
much
can
liquor.
go on a liquid diet.
Um,
All right.
That pipe was moving before. Can I like
And I
do something
yeah.
strength-wise to make sure it's like in place and sturdy up there on
oh
top
sure.
of the ship?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So then you can make a strength roll to put the pipe, like, reseal it, and get it contained.
2
Nice.
plus 14. I'm using athletics.
Gorgeous.
32.
32. Yep. I didn't have the calculator up.
Gorgeous. You can actually move the pipe like perfectly back in place, like reseal like any cracks in its foundation, and it really is sturdy, so that works well.
I'm gonna pull out the good old duct tape and get to engineering that wall.
All right,
love it.
engineering
Yeah.
for me.
11 plus.
Minus. What? Chad?
Why are you rolling?
Why are you doing
engineering?
this? What do you mean? What do you mean you're gonna pull out the duct tape and do this?
What is it?
Duct taping goop.
What skills do you have?
Hitting things, athletics, acrobatics.
Well, do you want to
You
be on
can
guard
pull-
duty then? Do
Sure.
you want to be on guard duty so that
That's
any of
better.
these things that are going to come against us, you have first dibs on them?
Who has better engineering than me?
Yeah, obviously, I at least have a positive. It's not much, but I at least have a positive.
That's tough.
This is why I didn't do the talking, because I'm bad at the talking.
Are you
Bad
good
at
at
the
the
tape.
engineering?
So I feel like
I'm
I feel like
average.
attack, like being on guard duty, especially if there's going to be a lot of this going on and other things. That'd be the best thing to be doing is like making certain that those things are off our backs as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just be sitting in a gun chair somewhere, just chilling.
All right. I want you to give me a general perception check.
That's gonna be a 4.
Great. Good.
Can I use life science in the sense that I understand like every being's here's biological needs, so I need to know, or I can find out like what exactly are resources, how they need to be allocated and
Yeah,
functioned.
Ooh,
for
hell
the next
yeah.
day.
Yeah, make that roll. That's
Okay.
cool.
Oh, that's over 15.
That's a 15, yeah.
That's not bad though.
That's still
I
good.
would say you're able to extend the life by 1 more day.
Okay.
So now you've got 3 days with all the power on,
Okay.
and that is only 2 days that you'll have to survive through.
Okay.
I think I was going to try to do something similar.
Oh, wonderful. I have toughness, so.
Where I was going to. Honestly, I wanted to see if there was a way to. Boy. I was going to try to do survival, which is not much, but I wanted to try to maybe do some survival check to ration out in the same kind of a thing. But I guess with that going
I could
on.
help with that. I got a pretty good survival.
Yeah, I'm going to do the wall instead. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that was my thought, and then I was like, well, actually, I think because of what he did, that's already good enough. I'm gonna try to take care of the
Okay.
wall. Only get a +3, so it's not much, but I'll do what I can.
Well, you've already
It's better
fixed
than a
it
-1.
part way, so you don't have
Right.
like the full job to do anymore.
Yeah, +3. It's a 16 to a 19.
Nice. That, considering that you have like the next 3 days also to work on this, I would say you're able to do it. I would say that's gonna put us into like 4 days. The
Okay.
wall fixed, the pipe fixed, the systems changed. You are only gonna have to survive through 1 day.
Okay.
It is. I will say in this epilogue that one day is the worst day of any of your lives. You're like sharing an oxygen mask from one suit. You're using all of your boosters like on everybody to like make sure everybody can breathe for like periods of time. You're all just like laying in the dark, breathing slow. It's an agonizing, horrible day.
Looking at my cigar.
Holding my breath.
But sometime in the middle of the night, that
vibrations.
that hum comes back on. And even though in the night it's only a dull glow, that blue hue comes back, and you know that you are going to wake up in the morning to a bright blue sky. And your research and your work here on this station will continue.
Pies for everybody!
Oh, we're out! Huzzah!
Right, we had to break down the alcohol to its water components. Water shots for everybody!
The captain lived!
Or did he?
Starfinder!
Well done.
Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Thank you.
That was so
Thank you.
much
That
fun.
was
Thank you for
great.
playing with me. Thank you for letting me play and make this station. Building
Yeah.
this guy was maybe the most fun I've had in ever.
You can say a date. Give me a date.
Okay. Go for
Give me time. Give me how long? How long?
How long exactly? Otherwise, you're a liar. You're a liar, and I'll call you out right here.
You said something interesting to me that I also appreciate. Where it's
What?
like, you know, I you said a lot of interesting things, but one of the things that I like about the terrain specifically of like, there is something nice about kind of just like having things, even if you just want to move your character around and like, I'm gonna interact with this, I want to interact with this. There wasn't a lot of like, there are times where like terrain can also still be a thing where it's like, I don't have to know the exact specific movement speed that you're moving or the conceptual of like, well, I'm running over here to go talk to this person, so I'm at least gonna put myself there. Because I like having terrain on the board that like it could turn into a combat, but at least knowing spatial reasoning and saying like, I'm not even in that room. I can't do anything about that unless I want to do something about it.
It does. It provides a reminder, and also it's just fun. It's fun. It's nice, and also what I thought was I put a lot of effort into this.
you did amazing.
I had some plans, but while I was putting this together, like the plans that I did have, like became clearer, like as I was building rooms, and I was like, okay, I know what I'm actually gonna have happen to this, like as I was building it. So that was like part of the fun of building it to me. And when we were talking about Skittermanders, and I didn't have a plan to put Skittermanders in here, but somebody said there were Skittermanders in this building, and I was like, give me the boys.
I also think it's exceptionally harrowing that the place where you leave the ship is in the barracks.
Yeah.
It is exceptionally terrifying to me that the place where you put on your spacesuit and walk out the door is also the place you sleep.
There's just a dead, or whatever. There was another person on the ship. He's just dead.
I'm going to say something that's going to be a shock to all of you. I am not an astronaut. Nor have I worked in NASA or any other space.
Well,
SpaceX will not have me.
as someone who had a semester as an astronautical engineer, I will say, you had it pretty good.
Is that real?
Yes. Actually.
This,
All right. Well, damn.
I mean,
That's
the
awesome.
barrack situation didn't occur to me if it's any consolation. It's like, obviously,
I mean, I didn't think anything past, ooh, me gonna hit.
Yeah. It's great to me. I just was like, I don't know if I would sleep there.
I thought it was fun because I thought in my brain,
Yeah.
it was like this situation, this station is in such a harrowing, like, and precarious situation that the probability of needing to, like, immediately wake up in the middle
Yeah,
of the
and
night and
jet.
leave
Yeah.
is so high, and that's like what.
And that's what the guards did.
And that's what the guards did.
I can't believe their first motivation is just like, well, it's not working. We gotta dip.
We gotta the guy came to help us. Pew.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Fine, I'll help.
Master Chief.
Whoa,
just
that
did-
did not work.
I was sitting here
Going
like
on.
pounding on the thing and doing something.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
That was a blast. Thank you for joining us out there in
Yeah.
Twitch land. Do we want to say anything
I
about
was about to
this
say.
terrain, like specifically, or like what this is from, or you know?
Do you want to say anything, Chris?
Oh.
You'd be the person to say it.
You would be the person,
So
Chris.
get it, yeah.
Hey, it's Chris.
Hey, Chris.
As of right now, Starforged, all the terrain you got here, not the miniatures. The miniatures we pulled from a variety of
Yeah,
places.
not this guy.
all the terrain there is Starforged. It's up for it's running on GameFound. We're taking late pledges right now, doing our pledge manager. It's all in like sensible sets. So if you're curious about any of this, if you just even want to just see more of how it works and all that, it's pre-painted, or you can get it unpainted if you like doing it yourself. We have a very active Discord community that loves helping new people. So I don't know what they're doing.
They're dying. They're dying. They're dead.
Oh no, my
Hey.
insurance.
The Starforged stuff. This is the stuff that we make, and yeah, you can get it on GameFound right now.
Hell yeah!
Woo.
Starforged!
Starforged!
Starforged! All right, gang. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Thanks for having me.
Dylan, where can they find you? And
Oh!
what can they hear and see you on?
Oh, I forgot. Okay, I'm Dillin, or Superdillin. You can find me everywhere on the internet as Superdillin. You can find me as host of One-Shot, where we play a new RPG every single month with a new cast every month.
Very cool.
And you can also find me as a main character on the Atom List, which is a Starfinder show where I play a little Isoki rat named I, who can talk to electricity.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yes. And that's it. Everybody have a nice night. Scram.
Thank you.
Bye.
So long.
Farewell.